in St. Cloud, Minnesota, here at Joe Faber Field. Game number 36 of the St. Cloud State baseball season as the visiting Bemidji State Beavers come to Joe Faber Field to try to spoil the 10-game winning streak that St. Cloud State currently has. I'd like to welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Joey Erickson, just by myself here this afternoon. Should be a fun one as St. Cloud State and Bemidji State just planning on playing one game here this afternoon. We're hoping to get 2 games in, but with the windy and rainy morning that we've had, probably only going to be able to get 1 in, and hopefully we can play 2 tomorrow to wrap up this weekend series. Well, St. Cloud State 25-10 so far on the year, 17-4 in conference play, and they are riding a 10-game winning streak, as I've mentioned. They played just a couple of days ago on Thursday against Northern State. That was a Wolves team that was coming in to that series 7-7 in conference play, and St. Cloud State, well, they put the beat down on the Wolves. An incredible sweep of the Northern State Wolves, 3-0 win in game number 1, which was highlighted by a perfect game from Luke Tupy, the redshirt freshman, with that complete game. It was only 7 innings, but hey, it still counts. The 28th perfect game, or no-hitter too in Division II collegiate baseball and all time. He was fantastic, and he struck out 15 hitters as well, which now ranks second all-time in St. Cloud State history for most strikeouts in a game. And it was all via the RBI singles that St. Cloud State got their runs. One from John Nett, you had one from Drew Bolson, and the other was from Sam Riola. Some RBI singles to give them the 3 runs, and that was all they needed because Luke Tupy, with an incredible performance, probably the best we have ever seen by someone in a Husky uniform. They followed that up with an offensive explosion in game number 2. They won 16-6 over Northern State. They finished off that one in 7 innings, even though it was due to go 9, a season high 19 hits for the Huskies, and they had 16 runs. There was a bunch of highlights in that one. Some of the incredible performances: 4 for 6 for John Nett with a couple of RBIs. He extends his RBI streak. Tate Wall at 3 for 5. He had 6 hits in the 2 games against Northern State. Sam Riola was able to get a couple of base knocks in that one as well. Ethan DeVragel, he really showed out, starting to find himself at the plate. 2 for 4, and now a career high 4 RBIs in that game. Had a sacrifice fly as well as a couple of RBIs on one of his singles later in that ball game too. It was finished off by a John Nett 2 RBI single to put the run rule into effect. So St. Cloud State sweeps Northern State in their midweek series, and they will try to carry that momentum into this afternoon against Bemidji State, which is a team that has been struggling. They are only 5-29 on the year, 2-18 in conference play. They've picked up a win against Wayne State and Sioux Falls, which St. Cloud State has seen so far this year, and they have swept both of those teams. Well, Bemidji State's kind of in a similar place as St. Cloud, where they haven't played a home game this year. They've always been on the road. The series was originally supposed to be in Bemidji State. So the Beavers will be the home team here this afternoon in another site reversal game, and hopefully we can get all 3 games in this weekend. But it should be a thrilling time. Bemidji State are looking to pick up a win. They got swept by the U of Mary just a couple of days ago. They took on the Marauders in Cold Spring, Minnesota. They lost 4-3 and 12-9. This is a team that has struggled to find a little bit of their groove as of late, and they are currently towards the bottom of the NSIC standings, which they are ranked second to last with 2-18. Just Southwest Minnesota State is worse. St. Cloud State is the top 3 right now in the conference. Number 3, 17-4 conference record, as I've mentioned, but they are the hottest team in the NSIC and one of the hottest teams in the nation as well. They are just behind Augustana and Minnesota State. So those are the teams they're trying to track down currently. And Augustana and Minnesota State have played some really good baseball, and they just continue to win games. And right now, if you're St. Cloud State, you just need to continue to do the same, and hopefully the cards will fall in their place. This is the final 13 games of the season coming up as we get ready to start this one. So we're in the final stretch as conference tournament is just right around the corner. I know it's a little far to be thinking about that, but if you're St. Cloud, you got to be thinking about your position and some of the teams you might have to play. And one of those teams could be Minnesota Duluth, which you're going to be playing here at Joe Faber Field just after this weekend series, and those are the type of teams that you're probably going to be seeing in the conference tournament. Minnesota Crookston, U of Mary, and Minot State to round out the year for the Huskies, but hopefully they can pick up a couple of wins here this weekend, continue their hot streak, and see what they can do. On the mound, it's going to be Ryan Duffy, the senior for St. Cloud. He's 2-3 so far on the year, the redshirt senior, a lefty, 3.05 ERA. His last time out was a really good start. He ended up getting the no decision. That was in Game 3 of that Southwest Minnesota State series, where he went 7 innings, he gave up 5 hits, and only the 1 run, no walks, and 7 strikeouts. He got the no decision in that one as Southwest Minnesota State was able to claw their way back before St. Cloud State was able to walk it off thanks to Tyler Schiller. But he will be making his 9th start. He has 2 complete games. He's worked in 38 innings, and he's allowed only 20 walks, which has been a little bit of an issue as of late, but he does have 44 strikeouts, so his ratio is still good, but he would like to lower those walk numbers, which he did fantastic his last time out where he had no walks allowed, but he's holding opponents to a 191 average. If he's able to fill the zone, he's going to be really deadly here this afternoon against this Beaver lineup. Countering for Bemidji State, it's going to be Logan Barrick on the bump. And he is a redshirt junior, and he'll be looking to get it done against this Husky offense who has been just firing on all cylinders. They're averaging 8.5 runs a game in this 10-game winning streak, and they're holding their opponents to less than 3. And obviously that lowered with the games they had against Northern State. So Barrick will try to slow down this Husky offense, making his 8th start on the year, 1-5 record, a 9.00 ERA, but he's pitched the most innings out of this pitching staff, 33 innings, so we'll try to get it done here this afternoon, but we're about 5 minutes or so from first pitch here between the Beavers and Huskies. The field was a little wet this morning, but the Huskies did a great job, and so did the MAC crew for getting out here early today. They took the tarp off the field. They were able to remove some of the excess water, and it looks like everything's good to go. No teams took in and out, so kind of going in cold to this one, but don't want to disturb the dirt too much here with the amount of rain we got this morning. And it looks like the Huskies will be taking the field here shortly, or actually they'll be at the plate first. I forget. It's always weird with the site reversal games. Bemidji State will take the field first, and the Huskies will be at the plate. Give you the Husky lineup here this afternoon. It's going to be John Nett, Tate Wallet, and Sam Riola. In the cleanup spot, Paul Stephenson, Drew Bolson, Tyler Schiller, Ethan DeVragel, Cameron Vollmer, and then Max Gam will round out the lineup for St. Cloud State here this afternoon. As starting lineups are being introduced, we will probably have a national anthem here shortly, and then we can have first pitch between the Beavers and Huskies. Let's go ahead and take a break on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network, and when we return, we'll have first pitch, and the Huskies will look to keep their 10-game winning streak alive next on KVSC and the NSIC Network.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end,
Back to St. Cloud, Minnesota, here at Joe Faber Field, getting set for first pitch between the Bemidji State Beavers and the St. Cloud State Huskies this afternoon, as the Beavers are taking the field for warm-ups, and we will get underway very shortly. It's quite a day here in St. Cloud. Some thunderstorms were whirling through this morning, but right now I have to say it's pretty fantastic. Our temperatures up to 68 degrees, could get up to 70 today. Can you believe it? In the month of April, which has been a little bit bipolar recently, but there is quite a bit of wind blowing out towards left field as well, from right to left, so the Huskies can use that to their advantage and see if they can get some balls in the alleys a little bit up in the jet stream. So I'd like to thank you for joining me on the KVSC Sports Stream as well as the NSIC Network. Joey Erickson here with you this afternoon. So should be a fantastic day for some baseball. Only planning on playing one game here today, no doubleheader, even though that's what was originally scheduled. But as many people know, baseball this time of year, not everything is going to go as planned. Well, the dimensions here at Joe Faber, just for those who do not know, and because we haven't been here too much, 325 to left, 325 to right, 401 to the alley and left, and it's 375 to the alley and right center as well. But it is an all-turf, or an all-natural turf field, I should say, with the dirt infield, as Barrick just finishes his warm-up pitches. The right-handed junior on the mound, making his 8th start of the year for Bemidji State. John Nett will lead things off, as he always does for St. Cloud State. Digs in, very back of that right-handed hitter's box, and he has been on a tear of recent. And we'll touch on him quite a bit throughout today's game, but we are ready to go here this afternoon at Joe Faber Field. A beautiful day for baseball. St. Cloud State, a 10-game winning streak. We'll look to continue that here this afternoon. Barrick's ready to go. Out of the windup. First pitch is in there on the outside corner for a strike. Well, John Nett, the native of Appleton, Wisconsin, 397 average now. A couple hits today, could get it over 400. 0-1, swung on, and it's fouled off into the netting. A lot of foul territory here at Joe Faber, but as you go down each line, you start to run out of room. But behind home plate, probably about 30 feet or so. Huskies wearing the red tops here this afternoon with the black pants. 0-2 from Barrick. This one's chopped on the ground. It's snared. Off the hop by Barrick, will flip over, and that's out number 1 to begin the day. So an easy 1-3 put out for Barrick to start his afternoon, and here comes Tate Wallet. Wallet this season, 381 average, has a 13-game hitting streak currently. He was 6 for 8 in the series against Northern State with 3 runs and an RBI. First pitch from Barrick, taken for a strike. But the red tops here for St. Cloud, Huskies written across the chest in white lettering, black trim, the black pants with the red piping going down each pant leg. Wallet walking the high pants as well, as this one handcuffs him, but he's able to punch it through the middle of the infield, and that's a base hit. So St. Cloud has their first base runner of the afternoon. Now Wallet up to 14-game hitting streak, and we'll see Sam Riola. Well, when you're on fire, and Wallet just continues to find ways to get on base. He's been on base in every game this season except one, as he starts in game number 36 here this afternoon. Here's Sam Riola, native of Ham Lake, Minnesota. He has a modest 5-game hitting streak going as well. He was 3 for 7 in the series against Northern State. Currently leads the team in batting average, .411, and he leads the conference in a lot of offensive categories as well. First pitch from Barrick, right down the heart of the plate for a strike. Riola, a redshirt junior, has been the starting second baseman for the majority of the year. The first trip down to Arkansas, he was the designated hitter. He did have some arm issues coming into the season, but once we got to Colorado, we're able to see him play second, and, well, he's as sure-handed as they come. Only a couple errors on the year, and recently he's been able to show the arm on the bump a little bit. He can throw the lights out of the baseball. He got a start not too long ago against Upper Iowa. Held him on a pitch count. We'll see if he gets another start here shortly. And it's nice to have his arm on the bump because St. Cloud's dealing with a couple of injuries as Riola fouls this one away. No balls and 2 strikes the count. One away here in the top of the first inning. Bemidji State is the home team. Another site reversal game. Hopefully we can get all 3 games of this weekend series in. As Riola steps back in, he'll have to deal with the 0-2 from Barrick. Quick pick off of first, and Wallet dives back safely. Bemidji State wearing the green tops, Beavers written across the chest in white lettering, black trim as well, and the gray pants. Mostly everybody in the field is wearing the long pants, but somebody out there in right as Riola hits this one on the ground. Going to be a tough play for Bean over at short. Makes the throw on the run, not in time to get the speedy Riola, and he will be aboard on an infield single. And St. Cloud is threatening here early in the top of the first. Now we'll see the cleanup hitter, Paul Stephenson. Defensively for Bemidji State, it's O'Malley, Perkins, and Borg from left to right in the outfield. Up the middle, Isaiah Bean, you have Weert, Keown at third base, Cal Bear at first, and then behind the plate, it is Dolzal. Now Stephenson from the right side. The senior from Alaska. 1 for 8 and an RBI against Northern State. First pitch he sees from Barrick is upstairs for a ball. So Wallet at second and Riola now at first off a couple of singles. And St. Cloud has done this fairly well all season long. His score in the first inning. The 1-0 coming from Barrick. The belt high set, couple looks at Wallet out there at second, picks up the leg and comes home. Stephenson on the ground in the hole. Bean will try to go the short way to second. He'll get Riola, not in time for the double play. So Stephenson will be aboard via the fielder's choice as Riola will head back to the dugout, but Wallet does move over to third base. It's a good play by Bean to go the short way to Weert, and they're able to get the lead runner, and now there's 2 away for Barrick. We saw that a lot in Northern State where St. Cloud and even Northern State in game number 2, a lot of infield singles. Some balls that weren't hit all that well as Bolson takes a hack at the first offering he sees and fouls it out of play. Just well-placed hits by St. Cloud State and the Wolves in that midweek series. There was a ton in the 6 hole, and there was just no plays for the shortstops, Gam and Portner at the time. The Huskies had 26 hits combined between the 2 games as Barrick checks over at first base on Stephenson, and 25 of them were all singles. There was only 1 extra base hit for St. Cloud in that series, and that was from Ethan Navragil in the first plate appearance he had in game number 1. He drove it off the top of the wall to deep center field. He almost had a home run, but he took the double instead. The 0-1 now is upstairs. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Dolzal had to come out of the crouch. Here's Drew Bolson, redshirt sophomore from St. Cloud. He's been great in these spots recently. Had an RBI in the series against the Wolves, 4 for 7 as well. .325 average entering today's game, an opportunity to give the Huskies their first lead of the day. The 1-1 from Barrick. Runner takes off. Here's the throw down to second. It is not in time, and Wallet will score easily. Stephenson will take the extra bag on the throw into the outfield, and St. Cloud State leads 1-0. Head coach Pat Dolan decided to put the pressure on the defense, send Stephenson to second. Dolzal elected to throw it. It short-hopped Weird at second base, went into the outfield, so Wallet scored without a throw, and Stephenson was able to take the extra base and pick up a stolen bag. He's now 11 for 11 on the season. Drew Bolson can now extend the lead to 2. Here's the 1-2 from Barrett. Bolson on the ground, left side. It's going to be fielded on a hop by Keown. Makes a strong throw over, pulled Calbear off the bag, but he's able to make the catch and the tag of Bolson, and that'll be out number 3. But St. Cloud State strikes first here this afternoon. They lead 1-0, headed to the bottom of the first on the KVSC Sports Stream.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a teacher.
I live in the South.
California is my home.
I speak fluent Spanish.
No hablo español.
I have brown eyes.
My eyes are blue.
We're very different people, but we do have something in common. I made a donation to the Red Cross.
When disaster struck and I needed help, her gift to the American Red Cross changed my life.
When you support the American Red Cross, you change a life, starting with your own.
Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcross.org and find out about life-changing opportunities in your area.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Huskies lead 1-0 after the top of the first, and Bemidji State will come to the plate for the first time here this afternoon. They'll have to deal with the redshirt senior, Ryan Duffy, on the bump. The southpaw will look to get it done here in his 9th start of the season, a 2-3 record with a 3.05 ERA. He was fantastic his last time out. 7 innings against SMSU, no walks, surrendered 5 hits and 7 strikeouts. There was actually a moment in the game where the trainers had to come out early in that ball game as Duffy was dealing with a little bit of a back spasm, I guess you could say, but he was able to work it out, and then after that, he pretty much shoved the rest of the way. So hopefully he's feeling fantastic. A little loose here this afternoon. It should help with the warmer weather, up to 68 degrees here at Joe Faber Field. So hopefully everything's good to go as he'll be on the bump. And leading things off, it will be Isaiah Bean, the shortstop for the Beavers. Made a couple of plays there in the top of the first inning. He'll hit from the right side. Defensively for St. Cloud State here this afternoon, I'm going to say it again. Schiller, Nett, and Stephenson left to right in the outfield. Up the middle, Max Scam and Sam Riola. On the corners, it will be Tate Wallet and Ethan Navrajal. And then behind the plate here, it is Cameron Vollmer. As we saw Drew Bolson in the top of the first inning, he is the designated hitter as Duffy misses in the dirt for ball 1 to start his afternoon. Duffy can be a little erratic at times and can find himself in some trouble. But when he's on, boy, is he on. Features a nice fastball, 88 to 91 miles an hour. He's got a really good slider, and as he likes to say, a Vulcan change. So hopefully he can feature that Vulcan change and get some swing and a misses. The 1-0. Bean hits this one the other way, and that'll slice foul. Well, it's hard to follow up a performance like Luke Tupy had in game number 1 of that Northern State series where he improved to 4-0 on the year and perfect game. How else can you follow that up? But Ethan Lanthier, the true freshman, was dealt with that task in game number 2 as Duffy comes back with a strike here on the corner, making 1 ball and 2 strikes. An overcast day here in St. Cloud, but there is a stretch of the day right now where no rain's in the forecast as Bean hits this one sharply into center field, and he leads things off for Bemidji State with a base hit. Great way to start your afternoon as you're already down by 1. And now we'll see Cal Bear, the first baseman. Sam Calbear leading the team in average, 317, just a couple of Beavers above the 300 mark. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it in the dirt. This is one of the few bats in the lineup with a lot of power, 5 doubles and 4 home runs. Leads the team with 15 runs batted in. And has an opportunity here with the runner on first. Big open stance, the big man from the left side. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Duffy out of the stretch, belt high set, 0-1. Couldn't get him to chase. Bean over at first has only stolen 1 bag this year, as St. Cloud State will look for the ground ball double play. Picked up one of those against Northern State on Thursday. Here's the 1-1 from Duffy. Missed with the off speed again. And that double play came in a really big moment. It was bases loaded and nobody out for Northern State. Got the double play, and they only surrendered the 1 run in that inning. Duffy's ready to go with the 2-1. Modest lead for Bean over at first. Duffy with a couple looks. Slide step for him as the runner takes off. Swing and a miss for Calbear. The throw from Vollmer, short hop second base as Gam tried to apply the tag, but Riola's backing up, so Bean will pick up his second stolen base of the year, and he puts himself in scoring position. Bean got a good jump from first, and then Calbear swung through the offering And Vollmer from his knees was unable to throw him out. Now a 2-2 count. Nobody away here in the bottom of the first inning. Duffy with the 2-2. Swung on and got a piece of it. Thought it popped off the glove of Vollmer, but Cal Bear was able to get a piece of the metal on it and stay alive. 12 walks this season as well for Sam. Has only struck out 20 times in his 28 starts. Now the 2-2 from Duffy. Fastball, and that one's fouled right back. Cal Bear putting up a really nice at-bat here against Duffy. Another 2-2 coming from the southpaw. Belt high set. Couple looks at second. Now he comes home. And another pitch is fouled away. Jack Munson will be on deck, the designated hitter for Bemidji State, as they try to find the equalizer here in the bottom of the first. St. Cloud was able to get a run in the top of the inning off a throwing error from behind the plate, allowed Wallet to come home with runners on the corners for St. Cloud as Stephenson took off. Another 2-2 from Duffy, reaching out is Cal Bear, and, well, once again, he fouls it out of play. Wind is blowing briskly out to left field here this afternoon, probably around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Gusts could get pretty high as we get later in the afternoon. Still is some storms in the forecast that we're expecting later today. But right now, probably the best day of the year in St. Cloud, at least for baseball. 2-2, ring him up, strike three. He got him looking. Pulled the string there with the curveball. And Cal Bear couldn't pull the trigger, and that's out number one. Well, that's exactly the pitcher's pitch he needed after Cal Bear was able to foul off quite a few great pitches. And then Duffy went with the curveball and buckled him. Here's Jack Munson. 247 average this year. First pitch from Duffy on the outside part of the plate for a strike. Munson with 9 runs batted in this year, and he has a man in scoring position off the leadoff single from Bean. Steals a base. Beavers try not to strand him. Bemidji State this year has just struggled to score runs. 0-1, good backdoor breaking ball for a strike. Bemidji State has scored 124 runs this year, which ranks second to last in the conference. In contrast, St. Cloud has put up 347. The 0-2. This one's on the ground left side. Wallet will take it off a couple of hops, make the throw on the run. It's picked over at first by Navrajal. That's out number 2. And Bean is forced to stay over at second base. So Duffy doing a great job so far after surrendering the leadoff single. And he's 1 out away from getting out of the inning. Good play by Wallet as well. Probably had more time than he thought. And he short hopped a throw over to Navrajal, and it's a great pick. Probably going to get some awkward bounces on the dirt with some of the rain we had. They had to bring out the extra dirt. Make sure to sop up some of the moisture. Here's the cleanup man, Parker Borg. He leads the team with 5 home runs and takes the first pitch strike on the corner. He didn't like the call. But it's an 0-1 count. 2 away here for Duffy. Trying to get out of the mini jam here to start his afternoon. That one almost hit him, and it did as it gets behind Vollmer. He has no idea where it comes, and here's Bean heading for home. Here's the throw, and it's not in time. And Bean will score from second. And Duffy is arguing that it hit Borg, and that was going to be a dead ball. Now the umpires will have a powwow, and yeah, they'll say that that is a dead ball. It hit Parker Borg. So Bean will have to head back to second. It was an incredible effort and a great hustle play to score from second on the pass ball. But it's all for naught. So Borg will now occupy first. Bean heads back to second. Well, it would have been quite the play if it did stand. But that leads things to Tom Keown, the junior third baseman. Hitting from the right side. Runners on first and second now with 2 away. First pitch he sees, he fouls it off. Well, Vollmer must have expected, or at least thought the home plate umpire did, that it hit Bohr because he didn't get out of his crouch and hustle back to the backstop to get the ball until Bean was pretty much coming around third by that time. Riola holding on, Bean at second, and Duffy's forced to step off. That's the 6th hit by pitch this season from Duffy as he misses way inside here to even the count up at 1 apiece. James Weir is on deck if Keown is able to extend the inning. Duffy out of the stretch. Here's the 1-1. Backdoor curveball in there for a strike, spotting up there. If he can do that, really gets in the head of the hitter, makes it a really tough at bat if you can throw some of those breaking balls on the corners for strikes. We'll see if he goes back to it here. Now the 1-2 as the runner takes off. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Duffy with a couple of strikeouts in the inning after surrendering a leadoff single. Huskies lead 1-0. We're headed to the second. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
more
Division
attractive
I
than
athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom, shakalaka, let's go.
Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to bang it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0. Return now by UMC.
Holman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Holman, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
1 inning down here at Joe Faber Field. St. Cloud State leads 1-0 over Bemidji State as Tyler Schiller will lead things off here for St. Cloud State. In the top of the second inning, we'll see Ethan Navrajal and Cameron Vollmer as well as they are 2 up as Logan Barrick back out on the mound. The right-hander gave up the run in the top of the first. He'll try to pitch his first scoreless inning as Schiller swinging at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. St. Cloud State was very aggressive in the midweek series against Northern State, especially in game number 2. 4 out of the first 6 hitters were swinging at the first pitch, and a lot of them got rewarded with singles as Schiller slaps this one the other way foul again, so finds himself in an 0-2 count. Perkins out there in center field is playing over towards the left center alley, probably about a good 15-20 yards or so. The 0-2 is in the dirt, so a big gap there from right center for Schiller. Schiller hitting from the left side, native of Hutchinson, Minnesota. Having a great year. 1-2, that's into the netting. Schiller, a .291 average, was only able to pick up a hit in the 2 games against the Wolves, but 3 runs in game number 2 and a walk. Starting in game number 30. 1-2, strike 3, got him looking. Good change of speeds there from Barrick. That's his first strikeout out of the afternoon, and that's how we start the top of the second. Here's Ethan Navrajal. Starting to find it a little bit. In the box, 3 for 6 in the doubleheader a couple days ago. Now hitting above the Mendoza line, which is good to see in a modest 3-game hitting streak. First pitch he sees is upstairs for a ball. The freshman has had a lot of opportunities. He was hitting in the middle of the order for the majority of the season, and then once conference play started, he found himself in a little bit of a slump. But it's nice to see head coach Pat Dolan has a lot of trust in him, keeps him in the lineup, and starting to find it here as he's hitting in the bottom of the order here this afternoon. The 0-1 from Barrick. Navrajal hits this one hard through the right side, and that's a base hit. Extends his hitting streak to 4 games. And we'll see if St. Cloud State can get something going with one out. Here's Cameron Vollmer. Got the start behind the dish. Start number 21 on his season. 0 for 2 in game number 2 against Northern State on Thursday. Bolson started behind the plate in game number 1. Vollmer a .290 average as Barrick has to deal from the stretch. He's hitless in the last 3. Hits this one hard into center field. It's going to be Perkins on the run in left center. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And Navrajal will have to head back to first base. That ball was roped by Vollmer, hit it on the screws. But unfortunately, Perkins was out there to track it down. And now Max Gamble will try to start the 2-out rally here for St. Cloud. Gam has been on a tear as of late, too. 3 hits against the Wolves on Thursday. Now a .231 average as the first pitch breaking ball misses a little high. Gam has hit in the 9-hole for the majority of the season, and, well, with the way his bat's rolling right now, it's just a great kind of 1-2 punch with Gam and then Net, who's currently on deck for St. Cloud. And you have a senior that puts together so many veteran at-bats. Got to keep him in the lineup, especially with his glove at short. Barrick with the 1-1. He'll check on Navrajal real quick just to tell him he has his eye on him. 2 away here in the top of the second inning. St. Cloud State leads 1-0. The 1-1. Gam watched it in the dirt. Good eye there. Gam has especially been fantastic with runners on this season. A lot of extra base hits as well. 13 on the season. 2-1. This one's on the ground left side. Bean will go the short way to second. And that'll do it for the Huskies in the top of the second inning. Navrajal gets a 1-out base hit, but he's stranded. 1-0 St. Cloud State leads, headed to the bottom of the second on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
Malik clubs one into center. Wenzel going back, turns, still going, bombs away! It's Malik's second home run of the game.
Man, that Huskies baseball coverage sounds really good, but I don't know where I can find any more.
Colin, you seriously don't know where to get your Huskies baseball coverage?
No, I don't, Drew, but do you know?
You know, I could tell you, but let's let Lenny do it.
Hey, this is Lenny Walker, junior outfielder for St. Cloud State Baseball, and you're listening to the home of the Huskies, the KVSC Sports Stream.
St. Cloud State sports have seen a lot of success in the last couple of years. Everything from winning their first Frozen Face-Off championship to North Star Cup titles and even a national wrestling title. And if you want to be able to witness history firsthand, there's no better way than joining the KVSC Sports Department. Our sports directors will not only teach you how to broadcast games, but also how to host your own shows. Want to be the next voice of the Huskies? Email the KVSC Sports Department at sports@kvsc.org or stop in room 27 in the basement of Stewart Hall.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
You're listening to Huskies baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Ryan Duffy back out on the mound for St. Cloud State in his second inning of work. He'll deal with James Weir to begin things here for Bemidji State. In the bottom of the second inning, Huskies lead 1-0. And Duffy working out of the stretch, never goes out of the windup, and he plunks Weir on the elbow, and he'll be aboard. Second hit by pitch of the afternoon for Duffy. So both leadoff hitters for Bemidji State in the first 2 innings have been aboard. And here comes Dolzal. the junior catcher, batting in the 7-hole today for Bemidji. Dolezal this season, just a 200 average, starting in game number 23. He shows bunt, gets this one down left side. Wallet will make the play on the run. That'll be out number 1, but Dolezal does his job, moves the runner over. Perfect execution there on the sacrifice bunt. So Weir finds himself in scoring position, and here's O'Malley, the left fielder. One away here now in the bottom of the second. Duffy with the runner on second base. Here's his first offering to O'Malley. That one's low and in. O'Malley, the junior outfielder from New Hope, Minnesota, went to Itasca Community College before finding himself at Bemidji State as Duffy misses inside with a breaking ball. 2 balls and no strikes now the count. O'Malley started in 31 games last year, hit .224, struggling a little bit to find himself towards the end of the season as the 2-0 misses from Duffy, and now that's 3 straight balls. Not the worst thing in the world if you do walk O'Malley here with first base being open. Puts the force play in effect. 3-0 coming from Duffy. Down the heart of the plate for a strike. Duffy has yet to walk a hitter, but he has hit 2. Hitters count coming to O'Malley. Duffy picked up the leg and flips over towards second just to make sure Weir understands that Duffy knows he's there. (3-1) in the pitch. Upstairs for ball 4. That puts O'Malley on first and brings up the 9-hole Perkins. So a hit by pitch and a walk has a couple of Beavers aboard, and Perkins is going to try to capitalize and find the equalizer for Bemidji State here in the bottom of the inning. Perkins hitting from the left side, big open stance, big knee bend as well. This lefty on lefty matchup always tough with Duffy, and a half-hearted swing there from Perkins, and he fouled it off. May have went off the knob of the bat or near the handle. Either way, it's a strike. Well, Duffy had a man on second with less than 1 out in the top of the first, or the bottom of the first, I should say, and was able to get out of the jam. A couple of strikeouts in that inning. Could use one here. The 0-1. Big swing and a miss. Great breaking ball there, had Perkins out in front. And now the field umpire is having a conversation with Duffy. Get a new baseball. Thinking may have had a conversation, make sure he's coming set properly so he doesn't have to call a balk. I think St. Cloud's only had 1 balk on the season, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember who committed it. And, okay, so Tupi had 1, and Bronze had the other. So it's happened a couple of times. Strike 3, he got him looking with the breaking ball in the outside corner, and that's out number 2. Well, when Duffy's gotten some trouble, he's getting a few punch-outs, and now he's 1 out of getting out of this jam. So, yeah, a couple of balks this season for St. Cloud as a pitching staff, but haven't seen one in a while. Here's the leadoff man, Bean, who led off the game with a sharp single into center field. Can drive in a run here with a base hit. First pitch he sees, and that one's fouled off his leg. That one didn't feel good. He'll have to shake it off. That breaking ball ran in on Bean. Started towards the middle of the plate. By the time it got to the barrel, it was almost on the thigh. More defensive swing, if anything. So Weird over at second base. O'Malley at first. 2 away here in the bottom of the second for Duffy. 0-1 coming to the leadoff man. And this one's off the end of the bat. It goes under the glove of Duffy. Gam's going to have a tough play. He's just forced to eat it. And that's going to be an infield single for Bean. He's 2 for 2 now on the day, and it loads the bases for Calbear. That one just snuck underneath the glove of Duffy. If he was able to scoop it, wouldn't have been easy to get the speedy Bean, but would have had an opportunity to. But it slips under his glove and allows the leadoff man to reach. And now here's Calbear. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout to begin his day. Duffy rung him up on a curveball, buckled his knees. But now a big opportunity here for the Bemidji State Beavers to take a lead, and there's the curveball swung right over the top of it. So a big situation here. Duffy having to work through some tough innings already to start his outing. 0-1. This one's off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop in front of Schiller. 1 run will score. Runner being waved around third. The throw is not in time, and it's a 2-1 lead for Bemidji State. Off a 2-out, 2 RBI single from Sam Calbear. RBI number 16 and 17, a team lead. It was a good pitch from Duffy on the outside corner, and Calbear just poked it out to left. Fell on the outfield grass, and 2 runners scored easily, and they have a lead. Here's Jack Munson trying to keep the inning rolling. Grounded out to third base his first time up. Runners on the corners now. 3 hits for the Beavers. Big hack here for Munson, came up with nothing. Duffy doesn't always make it easy on himself in his outings. Now he just wants to limit the damage. The 0-1. Munson hit foul. Munson, the designated hitter, just a sophomore for Bemidji State. Went to White Bear Lake High School. Started in 18 games last year, so a lot of experience from the young man as the 0-2 missed upstairs. A lot of season highs this year. And a big spot here to extend the Beavers' lead. 1-2, backdoor breaking ball, strike 3 on the corner, got him looking. That's the 4th strikeout of the day for Ryan Duffy. Ends the inning, but not before Bemidji State gets a 2-out single from Sam Calbear. Drives in a couple of runs. Bemidji State takes a 2-1 lead as we head to the third. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a teacher.
I live in the South.
California is my home.
I speak fluent Spanish.
No hablo español.
I have brown eyes.
My eyes are blue.
We're very different people, but we do have something in common. I made a donation to the Red Cross.
When disaster struck and I needed help, her gift to the American Red Cross changed my life.
When you support the American Red Cross, you change a life, starting with your own.
Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcross.org and find out about life-changing opportunities in your area.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Bemidji State leads 2-1 after 2 innings played here at Joe Faber Field. A base hit from Sam Calbear brought in 2 runs for the Beavers, and Well, they take the first lead of the afternoon. John Nett leading things off, top of the order here for St. Cloud State in the away half of the third inning. Another site reversal game in the month of April in the Midwest. So Bemidji State is the home team for this weekend series here at Joe Faber. Only scheduled to play one game. We're also scheduled to go 9 innings here as the 1-1 to Nets upstairs for a ball. 3 hits apiece, but the Beavers have that 2-1 lead. An overcast day here in St. Cloud, Minnesota. The wind's starting to pick up. The sun did creep out a little bit before game time, but we're not so lucky to have it at the beginning of this one as the 2-1 in there for a strike. That shook his head, but the home plate umpire nodded his head, and, well, Nett agreed. I guess an agree to disagree here. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. Barrick with his offering. Slow breaking ball upstairs, runs the count full. Nett 0 for 1. Grounded back to the pitcher mound. His first time up. Payoff pitch, low, and that's ball 4, and he's aboard. Nett has a 6-game hitting streak going. He's reached a board, obviously, in all of those games, and now he's on board to start off the top of the third here for Tate Wallet. Wallet 1 for 1 today. Single up the middle to begin his afternoon. He now has 4 straight multi-hit games. His hits come in bunches. First pitch, missed upstairs. Native of Federal Way, Washington. Went to Everett College, where he played in 15 games there for a couple years. He had the COVID-shortened season before coming here to St. Cloud. Everyday third baseman last year in 36 games, 282 average, and he's having a career year. The 1-0, this one is pulled down the line, and it will get down for a base hit. Nett is racing around second as he stumbles. He'll get into third base without a throw. And with nobody out, the Huskies have runners on the corners. Tate Wallet 2 for 2 today. His 5th straight multi-hit game. And the Huskies are threatening, trying to respond to the 2 runs the Beavers put up in the bottom of the second. Well, Wallet pulled that one down the right field line with the wind blowing from right to left. It kept bringing it back closer to Borg out there in right. And for a moment, it seemed that Borg was going to get there, but it fell in front of him about 2 to 3 feet. So here's Sam Riola with a big spot. Nobody out. Time is called. Make sure the music stops here at Joe Faber, as Barrick will have to work from the stretch. Well, the Huskies scored their first run in this exact same situation where Stephenson took off to second as Riola takes a big swing and a miss at the breaking ball he sees. And the throw from Dolzal, short hop second, went into the outfield, which allowed Wallet to score the first run of the ball game. That was an earned run for St. Cloud, even though there was a throwing error from Dolzal. But that just allowed Stephenson to move to third. So Nett over at third base. Check over to second as Wallet dives back safely. Well, Nett was hustling around second on that base hit from Wallet, and he stumbled as he tried to step on the second base bag. He was able to catch himself, however. Nonetheless, he was in there without a throw. No balls and 1 strike the count. Quick pickoff, and Wallet's back in safely. Wallet's stolen 2 bases this year. Not the leading candidate on this team to take a base, but with runners on the corners, and Pat Dolan's probably going to be very aggressive here. Just the 1 game this afternoon. An 0-1 coming. Riola watches it high for ball 2, or ball 1, I should say. Well, Riola has a 5-game hitting streak. He reached on an infield single to begin his day. So he's 1 for 1. Leads this team in RBI, 42 on the year. Great with runners in scoring position. 1-1, change of speeds there, in there for a strike. Riola probably wished he pulled the trigger, but he'll look for another one. 14 home runs on the season, leads the team and leads the conference. One ball and 2 strikes. Barrick Another pickoff attempt, and Cal Bear was forced to pick that one out of the dirt. Wind has really picked up now. Probably about 10 to 15 miles an hour, blowing out towards left field. That's good for Sam Riola hitting from the right side, even though he has a lot of power to all fields. 1-2. This one's up the middle for a base hit. Net will score, and Huskies have tied this game at 2. 43rd run batted in on the year for Sam Riola. Net scores once again, and we have a 2-2 ball game here at Joe Faber Field. John Nett has now scored a run in 14 straight games, which is pretty remarkable. Still nobody out. Runners on first and second here for the senior Paul Stephenson. He reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base in the top of the first inning. Now Barrick having to deal with a lot of trouble. Corners are in. Cal Bear starts to creep in. Stephenson shows bunt. He pulled back, and they said he got a piece of it. So that's going to be strike one. Stephenson seemed very surprised. Didn't hear anything. Didn't look like the ball changed any direction, but it was held onto by Dolzal. And either way, it's going to be strike one. So a leadoff walk from Net. He comes all the way around to score off the Riola RBI single. Now Wallet occupies second. Riola right behind him at first. Stephenson in an 0-1 count. Trying to give the Huskies the lead right back. Bemidji State scored 2 in the bottom of the second to take a lead. It's now tied. Huskies up to 5 hits on the afternoon. 0-1, Stephenson out in front for a strike. Stephenson will battle with 2 strikes, something he's very accustomed to. 37 hits on the year with 10 doubles. 0-2, thought about it, but he was able to hold back. They checked down to the field umpire, said he did not go. Stephenson doesn't strike out all that much as well. Just 16 in the 36 games he started this year. Having to battle here. Deep knee bend for Stephenson. Chokes up on that bat quite a bit. The 1-2 from Barrick. Good eye by Stephenson not to chase. Evens the count at 2 apiece. Barrick stressing here in the top of the third inning. Bolson in the on-deck circle, and Tyler Schiller will follow him. Now the 2-2. Stephenson off the end of the bat and dribbles it into the first base dugout. There's Jack Hobbick getting some action. Probably see Hobbick get a start here in this weekend series. Last time he pitched in relief against Southwest Minnesota State. But right now he's got the sweatshirt on, staying warm, and, well, kind of easy to do so right now with the 68-degree weather. 2-2 swung on, and just getting a piece of it with Stephenson. Gets a round of applause from head coach Pat Dolan there. Ace thought he swung over the top of it. Got enough to stay alive, and he'll see another offering from Barrick. Another 2-2 coming from Barrick. Breaking ball, that one, getting a piece of it was Stephenson once again. Dolzal was upset with himself, couldn't hold on. Was in his mitt for just a moment. Fell on the dirt, so Stephenson gets another crack at it. What a battle here. Here's the offering, and it's fouled straight back. How about this at bat from Paul Stephenson? Dugout giving him a round of applause. And these are the type of at-bats that can really demoralize you as a pitcher, too, when you just keep throwing great pitch after great pitch and somehow the hitter stays alive. It would be awesome if Stephenson could get a base hit out of it. Another 2-2. This one's lifted in the air. It's going to be behind third base. It's going to be Bean and Keown Bean will call him off, and he'll make the catch for out number 1 as the infield fly rule was in effect. So a long at bat ends in a pop-up from Paul Stephenson. And now Drew Bolson will be up with 1 away. Either way, runs the pitch count up a little bit. And Barrick still has to deal with a couple of runners on. Bolson from the right side. He's 0 for 1 today with a ground out. First pitch he sees. Outside for a ball. Huskies have tied it here in the top of the 3rd. RBI single from Sam Riola. And Barrick's trying to limit the damage to the 1 run. But the Huskies back on the field and give his Beaver hitters a chance to take the lead back. 1-0 outside for ball 2. Bolson, a 4-hit afternoon in the doubleheader against Northern State. He's up to 325 now this season. 40 hits on the year, 1-0. This one's off the end of the bat. It's going to be handled by Bean. Could be 2. He fumbles it, and everybody's safe. After fumbling the initial hop, he tried to go the short way, and then he figured out Riola was going to get there in time, so he tried to throw across the diamond to get Bolson at first. Even with a throw that was on time and accurate, I don't know if he would have got Bolson. Runs down the line pretty well, so everybody's safe. That's going to be an error issue to Bean, the second one of the afternoon for the Beavers, and there's 1 away. Bases are loaded now for Tyler Schiller. First pitch, Schiller swings through it for strike 1. Big spot here for the sophomore. Just 1 hit in the series against the Wolves. 0-1, swung on and missed, strike 2. Huskies would love to capitalize on the mistake of the Beavers. Something they have done extremely well recently. Taking what the defense gives them, and when they make mistakes, make them pay for it. 1 away here, top of the 3rd. 0-2, high and in. He had to spin away from that fastball. Almost got him. But no damage done. 1-2 the count. Wallet at 3rd, Riola at 2nd, Bolson at 1st. Schiller 0 for 1, struck out in his first plate appearance. The 1-2 from Barrick. Schiller hits this one into deep center field. Going back is Perkins. He'll make the catch. Wallet will tag. He will score easily. Here's the throw headed for 3rd. That's not in time as Riola and Bolson both tag up to advance 90 feet. And it's a sacrifice fly for Tyler Schiller. 3-2 Huskies lead. Schiller now with 16 RBI on the year. And here's Ethan Navrachel, who roped a single into right field his first time up. St. Cloud has done a heck of a job with their sacrifice flies as of late. We saw Riola with one on Thursday, and now Tyler Schiller has a couple here in the past 4 games. And the Huskies take the lead right back. It's now 3-2, and if Navrachel can get a base hit as he fouls off the first offering, can extend the lead to maybe 3 here. Great base running by Riola and Bolson both to tag up on the deep fly ball as well. It's going to be a tough throw for Perkins to make as he caught it as he was moving towards the fence. Had to throw off his back foot. Riola was going to get to 3rd pretty easily, but smart play by Bolson to follow him. Now the 0-1. That one's in the dirt. Couldn't get Navrachel to chase. He's 1 for 1 today with that single I mentioned. He's up to 20 RBIs on the year, too. No batting gloves. Always an interesting play. Great weather to do it right now. It's a warm afternoon. 1-1. Navrachel skies this one into center field. It's Perkins. He moved back. Now he's moving in. and he'll camp under it for out number 3. But St. Cloud State picks up a couple of runs. They take the lead right back, 3-2. Huskies over the Beavers headed to the bottom of the third. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Call Alcoholics Anonymous at 320-202-1895. St. Cloud State meetings are Tuesdays at 6 p.m. in the Newman Center.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a teacher.
I live in the South.
California is my home.
I speak fluent Spanish.
No hablo español.
I have brown eyes.
My eyes are blue.
We're very different people, but we do have something in common. I made a donation to the Red Cross.
When disaster struck and I needed help, her gift to the American Red Cross changed my life.
When you support the American Red Cross, you change a life, starting with your own.
Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcross.org and find out about life-changing opportunities in your area.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Huskies up 3-2 over Bemidji State as we enter the bottom of the third inning. An RBI single from Sam Riola and a sacrifice fly from Tyler Schiller. And the top of this inning gives the Huskies the lead right back, and Ryan Duffy will pitch with another lead. He'll have to deal with the heart of the order of Bemidji State. It's Borg, Keown, and Weert due up here in the bottom of the third inning. Borg was hit by a pitch his first time up. He was stranded at first base, however. First pitch he sees, dribbles it down the line, foul. Well, St. Cloud has done a great job of responding to teams that were able to put up a couple of runs on them, especially during the final stretch of conference play. That was something at the beginning of the season they really struggled to do, as the 0-1 misses inside. When they made a mistake or some teams were able to start stringing some hits together and, capitalizing on some bounces, it seemed like St. Cloud was a little agitated, got rattled a little bit, and it kind of snowballed into the rest of their game. But they've been able to deal with some adversity, and I think it's paid dividends here late in the season. 2-1. That one's ripped foul again. They seem to have a lot of resiliency, and they almost enjoy when they kind of make a mistake sometimes. It seems like they all rally behind it, and they're able to respond. Well, they've done that here against the Beavers. 2-2 from Duffy. They checked down to first. He didn't go. Thought he picked up a strikeout. That runs the count full. Final 13 games of the year, including this one for St. Cloud State. And a bunch of teams that, on paper, they should favor well against Borg. This one's one-hop scam over at short. He'll make a throw over. Good pick by Navrajla at first for out number 1. Tough play all around. Short hop Gam to his left, was able to gobble it up, made a throw over, and Navrajla's there to pick him up. And that'll lead off the inning. Here's Keown, who struck out his first time up. That was a long at-bat before Duffy was able to strike him out swinging to end the top of the first. Fastball missed upstairs. I'd like to thank you for joining me this afternoon on the KVSC Sports Stream, as well to those who are watching on the NSIC Network. Glad we could get this weekend series in. The weather not always on our side. 1-0 from Duffy. That one's below the knees. There have been a few changes recently since the last time St. Cloud has been Joe Faber Field. We got the video board in now in right center field, and you can probably see it on the video at least. A lot bigger than I was expecting. I knew it was coming in, but that's a good-sized video board out there in the right center alley. I'm just waiting for the first hitter to put one out there and put one off the scoreboard. I don't think that's going to make the Rocks too happy, or the workers here at the MAC. But who knows? 2-1. This one handcuffs him, and it's foul as Wallet fields it with the bare hand. He's made a couple of great plays on the run here today. And for that matter, the whole season. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Keown. Keown, a senior this season for Bemidji State. 2-2, swung on and missed, strike 3. Outside fastball. Keown couldn't catch up, and that's the second out of the inning. Duffy could really use a 3-up, 3-down inning here. And here's James Weert, who he hit his first time up. First pitch, Weert takes a hack at it and fouls it straight in the dirt. Native of Cloverdale, California. Went to Mendocino College before coming here to Bemidji State. Played 3 seasons at the community college level. Played in 64 games, had 67 hits. 17 runs batted in. Had a great career there. All Bay Valley Conference second team just a season ago. 0-1, this high chopper on the ground. Duffy will field it on a big hop. He'll try to get the tag, and he got it. And that'll be out number 3. Good athletic play there from Ryan Duffy to end the inning. The Beavers go down in order, and the Huskies will come back to the plate looking to build on this 3-2 lead. We've played 3 at Joe Faber Field. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a teacher.
I live in the South.
California is my home.
I speak fluent Spanish.
No hablo español.
I have brown eyes.
My eyes are blue.
We're very different people, but we do have something in common. I made a donation to the Red Cross.
When disaster struck and I needed help, her gift to the American Red Cross changed my life.
When you support the American Red Cross, you change a life, starting with your own.
Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcross.org and find out about life-changing opportunities in your area.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
8, 9, and 1 hitters due up for St. Cloud State in the top of the 4th inning. We're a third of a way through this game between Bemidji State and St. Cloud. 3-2 Huskies lead. Cameron Vollmer leading things off. Here's Logan Barrick, right-handed junior. This one's hit sharply, and it gets under the glove of Keown, and that's going to be a base hit for Cameron Vollmer. That ball was hit hard towards the hot corner, and Keown tried to get it with the backhand. Unable to do so. They will rule it an error. I don't know. Would have been a tough play either way. Probably would tell you he should have had it, but either way, Vollmer's aboard, and here's Max Gam. Gam 0 for 1 today. Ground out to his counterpart, his first time up. But Vollmer now aboard. Gam shows bunt, and Barrick paints the corner for a strike. Gam, a native of Woodbury, Minnesota, went to Eastridge High School, and now the 0-1. Another transfer from the Division I level for St. Cloud. Started his collegiate career at Nebraska Omaha. Shortstop there for a couple seasons. Had a couple of really nice years. 1-1. Gam hits this one sharply off the leg of Barrick, and he picks it up with the bare hand and throws him out at first. Heck of a play there from Barrick as Gam hit that one on the nose. And, well, now the adrenaline will kick in. He probably is not feeling it right now, but he took that one like a champ. A little kick save there from the right-hander, and did a nice job of sticking with it. Got Gam out. Now there's one away for John Nett. That one's always tough if you're Gam. Hit it sharply, and sometimes the body just gets in the way. But Vollmer does move over to second base, so he finds himself in scoring position. That one's in the dirt. Net wouldn't chase the breaking ball. Well, Net extended his streak of 14 straight games with a run. Now he's an opportunity to do another one where he has an RBI in 6 straight games, 11 total. 1-0. That one is fouled off. A little upset with himself. That was one he could have handled. He's up to 28 RBI on the year. Vollmer's at second with a base hit. That's hit deep enough, could score him. Vollmer is not the most fast player on this Husky squad by any means, but if Net can find a gap, Vollmer should be able to score. 1-1, that one's in the dirt. Good block by Dolzal to keep it in front. And Barrick's had to deal with a lot of stress here in recent innings. Has found himself in some jams, and when you're throwing a lot of high-stress pitches, it can cause you to lose a lot of energy. St. Cloud State wants to run that pitch count up. His next one will be the 63rd of the afternoon. 2-1 to Net. That one's in the dirt again, and a heck of a block by Dolzal once again. Huskies have left 4 runners on today, so have the Beavers. But St. Cloud State has that 3-2 lead. Eighth start of the season for Barrick. (3-1). That one's fouled over our heads. Barrick had a really nice outing against Sioux Falls a couple of weeks ago. Went 6 2/3. Gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, a couple of walks and 5 strikeouts. His ERA up to 9 now, but it was as low as 4.57 at the start of the year. The 3-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Net chased the high fastball, and now there's 2 away. Huskies trying not to strand Vollmer, who reached on an error to start the inning. Wallet today, 2 for 2 with a couple singles. Has a run scored as well. Wallet, another multi-hit game. Seeing the ball extremely well. First pitch from Barrick, high and outside for a ball. Wallet has now tied John Net with the most multi-hit games this season with 17. Five hits on the day for St. Cloud and the 3 runs produced. The 1-0 after the long hold. Wallet hits this one into center field. It's Perkins going back to the alley in left center. He'll make the catch on the run, and that'll end the inning. So St. Cloud strands the leadoff man, but they still lead 3-2. Beavers coming back to the plate in the bottom of the 4th here at Joe Faber Field on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
St. Cloud State sports have seen a lot of success in the last couple of years. Everything from winning their first Frozen Face-Off championship to North Star Cup titles and even a national wrestling title. And if you want to be able to witness history firsthand, there's no better way than joining the KVSC Sports Department. Our sports directors will not only teach you how to broadcast games, but also how to host your own shows. Want to be the next voice of the Huskies? Email the KVSC Sports Department at sports@kvsc.org or stop in room 27 in the basement of Stewart Hall.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, Drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
You're listening to Huskies baseball on the KVSE Sports Stream.
Welcome back to the KVSE Sports Stream and the NSIC Network. St. Cloud State leads 3-2 after 3.5 played here at Joe Faber Field. Lights are now on, providing some relief. Very overcast day in St. Cloud. Winds picked up about 10 to 15 miles an hour, still blowing out right to left as Duffy is back out on the mound for the Huskies and delivered a scoreless inning his last time out. He put the Beavers down in order. See if he can do it again. Bottom of the order, 2 up here for the Beavers. Here's Dolezal. Sacrifice bunt his first time up. Did a great job. Got it down the third baseline. Wallet made a nice play. They were unable to get a run in that inning, however. But either way, some small ball. And a game right now seems like it's going to be tightly contested throughout this one. The 1-0, backdoor breaking ball, finds the heart of the zone for a strike. Duffy's done that a couple of times here today. The 1-2. And just getting a piece of it is Dolezal. It's going to stay fair as it just rolls foul now. Took a bump off the grass, and it just rolled. It was a swinging bunt from Dolezal. I did not think it was going to have a chance off the bat, but almost stayed in play. And then Duffy just elected smartly to let it roll foul. It's always that edge of the grass that can push the ball off course, and in that case, in favor of St. Cloud. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count to Dolezal, leading things off. And the pitch. Strike 3. He got him swinging. 6th strikeout of the day for Ryan Duffy, and that's the first out of the inning. Here's Michael O'Malley, the left fielder. Walked his first time up, back in the second inning. Bemidji State trying to get the lead back. Had it for a moment. St. Cloud responded with a couple of runs as Duffy missed way inside. Looked like Vollmer had some trouble tracking it. May have hit off the left leg of the umpire. Seems to be okay, however. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Duffy elects to work out of the stretch no matter what. That's another big hook that is fouled away. Perkins is on deck. O'Malley this year, a 192 average. Starting in game number 8 here this afternoon. Very young team here for Bemidji State is the 1-1. That one's on the back foot for a ball. Obviously not the year Bemidji would like to have. 5-29 this season, 2-18 in conference. As the 2-1 missed inside again. But it's really tough, too. I mean, they played every single game on the road. That's no fun. St. Cloud State has a little taste of that. They have now played 32 out of their 36 games away from Joe Faber Field as the 3-1 over the head of Wallet and down the line for a base hit. Big turn from O'Malley around first, but the throw comes in from Schiller, and that's a 1-out single for O'Malley. He's reached a board twice today. And with the amount of traveling you have to do, it's just no fun, right? I mean, you got to be on the bus constantly, some long road trips down south. And maybe they can get a few home games in before the end of the year. They should be able to do it. Their last series is actually scheduled against Minnesota Duluth back at home in Bemidji. And hopefully the weather should clear up by then. But who knows? I'm not even going to even test that theory. First pitch here to 9-hole Perkins. A little low for a ball. He's 0 for 1 with the strikeout today. Perkins, 228 average entering today's ball game. The 1-0. Runner takes off, and it's fouled away. Perkins had a 3-for-3 day against U of Mary on Thursday in game number 1, but he was hitless in game number 2. Up to that point, heading into game number 2 against the Marauders, had a 5-game hitting streak. Putting it together here, final month of the season. No better time to do it. Something St. Cloud State is doing as well, playing some of their best baseball. The 1-1. And the breaking ball backed up on him. 2 balls and 1 strike the count. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. It's a warm, breezy day here in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Temperatures in the high 60s. Don't think we would have seen that with the way the month started. Quite a few snowstorms. It's been a wet April. But it is the rainy season, right? 2-1, up and in. Bemidji State as a team this year hitting .222. 3-1 coming from Duffy. Long hold out of the stretch. Strike on the corner. Painted the fastball. Beavers don't steal a whole lot of bags either. They're 32 for 47 on the year. They do have 1 stolen base on the game here, however, thanks to Isaiah Bean in the top or the bottom of the 1st inning. 3-2, Duffy just flips over to first. O'Malley will get back in time. Ground ball here would be nice. St. Cloud has turned 14 double plays this year. Here's the payoff pitch, and he'll throw over to first again. Leadoff man is on deck for Bemidji State if Perkins is able to keep the inning going. Now the payoff pitch. Runner takes off, slap the other way, and it's bounced foul again. Hit and run probably put on there for Bemidji. Trying to add some pressure to this defense for St. Cloud, has yet to commit an error on the day. So Perkins will dig back in from the left side. Big open stance. Another pitch, foul away. Runner's taken off. St. Cloud has gotten 1 strike him out, throw him out this year. That was by Drew Bolson. And I believe back in Colorado. It was a while ago. But I remembered it pretty vividly. I want to say it was against U of Mary, if I'm not mistaken. I have to go back and check on that. But that would be a thrilling way to end the inning, right? Here's the 3-2. Runner takes off, and it's fouled away again by Perkins. Starting to put together a nice at-bat here against Duffy, making him work. Duffy, his next offering will be the 64th of the afternoon. Bullpen pretty fresh for St. Cloud. They had to go through some guys in game number 2 against Northern State. But after they got up to a big lead early in game 2 against the Wolves, head coach Pantholm was able to get some relievers in that haven't had a lot of work recently. And so they got quite a few guys in. Another payoff pitch coming from Duffy. Runner takes off again. That one's upstairs for ball 4. And that'll put 2 runners on. Could not get Perkins to offer at the high fastball, and will turn the lineup over for Bean. The shortstop today, 2 for 2 with a couple singles. Having himself a day. And Duffy is now feeling it once again. I think it may be that back that we saw in his last start against SMSU as he's bent over behind the pitching mound as the trainer will come out. And this is pretty similar to what we saw in his last outing. He came back, he threw a couple warm-up pitches, and he said he was good to go. He's been fighting a little something in that lower back area. That time he felled it on the payoff pitch. Nobody's warming up in the bullpen for St. Cloud. Hopefully he just needs a breather and maybe he's able to push through here, get through 4 innings and get an arm up in the bullpen. The trainer came out, checked on him. Now the trainer's going to run back to the dugout. Maybe get some supplies, something to maybe numb the pain here. There is an arm now throwing in the bullpen. Can't get the number. But we'll see. But the Beavers have a couple of men on. 1 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning as they're trying to find the equalizer. And it looks like that's going to be the day for Ryan Duffy. A new arm's going to come on, and it's going to be Ethan Lanthier, the true freshman. We'll tell you a little bit more about him as we'll have to come in and try to finish this one out. St. Cloud State leads 3-2. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a teacher.
I live in the South.
California is my home.
I speak fluent Spanish.
No hablo español.
I have brown eyes.
My eyes are blue.
We're very different people, but we do have something in common. I made a donation to the Red Cross.
When disaster struck and I needed help, her gift to the American Red Cross changed my life.
When you support the American Red Cross, you change a life, starting with your own.
Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcross.org and find out about life-changing opportunities in your area.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
more
Division
attractive
I
than
athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom shakalaka, let's go. Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to bang it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0. Return now by UMC.
Holman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Holman, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
Return now by UMC.
Holman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Holman, do the thing you do so well.
Backdoor look shot, scores! Jimmy Murray buries it, and the Huskies are back up 5-4. And that'll do it. Huskies win the first ever North Star Cup.
You enjoy listening to St. Cloud State sports coverage as much as the sports department enjoys bringing it to you. And where else are you going to find top-notch coverage of St. Cloud State hockey, football, basketball, and volleyball, or the award-winning shows like Husky Sports Friday? And none of it would be possible without your donations. Your donations help pay for new equipment that we use to improve the quality and increase the quantity of the games that we bring to you. And you can donate anytime by going to kvsc.org and clicking on the Donate tab.
You're live in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, sounds like it's time for me to get to work. Welcome into Husky Studios. This is Husky Sports Friday.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Call Alcoholics Anonymous at 320-202-1895. St. Cloud State meetings are Tuesdays at 6 p.m. in the Newman Center.
This is the sound of a flat-screen television hurled off a building. Now the new bike your kid wants. These are the things you could have, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Use Energy Star light bulbs and appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
New man on the mound for St. Cloud State. It's the true freshman Ethan Lanthier, the native of Northfield, Minnesota, making his 13th appearance on the season, and he has been fantastic. He actually started the game against Northern State just a couple of days ago, but he only went 2 1/3. They held his arm up, or didn't want him to throw too much so they could have him here in this weekend series. And, well, they're probably going to need him here in a big spot as Ryan Duffy left with an injury. He was only able to go 3 1/3. He threw 72 pitches, surrendered 4 hits, a couple of runs, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts. Lanthier comes on with runners on first and second with 1 away here. Both of those runners will be credited to Ryan Duffy if they come around to score. Leadoff man at the plate. Here's the 1-0 from Lanthier, and that one's low for ball 2. Isaiah Bean, the freshman, having a day for himself so far. 2 for 2 with a couple singles and a stolen base. Has come around to score as well, and now he has a chance to deliver the tying hit. 2-0 from Lanthier. Missed low and away, so 3 straight balls to begin this at-bat. Lanthier has been electric out of the bullpen. 2.73 ERA. 11 walks and 37 strikeouts. 5-0 now on the year. He got a win in game number 2 against Northern State. Leads the staff in that category. Finds the strike zone here with the 3-0. Usually thrives in these situations because, well, he likes to go to the punch out to get his outs, and, well, he could use one here with 1 away. 3 balls and 1 strike the count. Lanthier from the stretch. The belt high set. A long hold. And the offering is punched foul. Cal Bear is on deck. He's the man that delivered the 2 runs here for Bemidji State with a 2 RBI single back in the bottom of the second inning. But then St. Cloud responded with 2 runs of their own. They now lead 3-2. Here's the payoff pitch coming from Lanthier. This one slapped the other way. Should be playable for Stephenson as he comes in, makes the catch. Runner thought about tagging. He'll head back to second. That'll be out number 2, and the runners stay put. Well, good job by Lanthier to battle back into the at-bat after falling behind 3-0. Bean got one he could handle. Put a charge into it, but found the glove of Stephenson. So 2 away here. Cal Bear 1 for 2 today with a strikeout and a single. Lanthier, 7 out of his 12 appearances, have been scoreless. Trying to make it 8 here. First pitch, below the knees for a ball. Well, Cal Bear this season, in 30 games, leads the team in average and runs batted in. Has picked up 2 more already. 1-0. Missed outside, too. He's trying to dial it in. But 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. Lanthier nods in agreement with Vollmer. Here's the 2-0. That missed below the knees as well. So The first two hitters he's faced today, he starts them off with 3 straight balls. We'll see if he can battle back here against Sam. Cal Bear, one of the 3 seniors in this lineup for Bemidji State. 3-0, watching all the way, and that's a strike on the corner. Third base is open. Not the worst thing if you walk him, but it would load the bases for Jack Munson, who was 0 for 2 today. Here's the 3-1. Big swing and a miss. Took a giant hack at that fastball down the pipe. Lanthier can run the fastball up to about 90, 92. He actually touched 94 against Northern State. Maybe with a little extra adrenaline in the warm weather, maybe he can really pump it up here. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners take off. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Lanthier gets the strikeout to end the inning. And the Huskies will hold a 3-2 lead as we head to the 5th inning. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
St. Cloud State sports have seen a lot of success in the last couple of years. Everything from winning their first Frozen Face-Off championship to North Star Cup titles and even a national wrestling title. And if you want to be able to witness history firsthand, there's no better way than joining the KVSC Sports Department. Our sports directors will not only teach you how to broadcast games, but also how to host your own shows. Want to be the next voice of the Huskies? Email the KVSC Sports Department at sports@kvsc.org or stop in room 27 in the basement of Stewart Hall.
You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Heart of the order due up for St. Cloud State in the top of the 5th inning. They lead 3-2 over the Bemidji State Beavers. Huskies are the away team here this afternoon in another site reversal game weekend series against the Beavers. First pitch, Riola pops this one up behind the plate. Giving pursuit is Dolzal, and he won't have a play, and almost had a play. Bounced up here. Everybody had to get out of the way, but souvenir for the stands. That will most likely make its way back down to the field. Got to keep those baseballs in eyesight as long as possible. It costs a little bit these days. Don't want to lose them. Now, no ball and 1 strike here. So Riola tried to take that first pitch deep. The sun may be peeking out here a little bit. I don't know what, but pretty dark sky straight out to center field you'll be able to see on the stream. Here's the 0-1. Another big swing and a miss here from Riola. But the lights are on, and they're really starting to warm up. So maybe that's just what I'm seeing. It just looks brighter because all the lights are on. Very overcast day. I'd like to thank you for joining me here on the KVSC Sports Stream and NSIC Network. Joey Erickson here with you this afternoon. Game number 36 of the St. Cloud State baseball season. 0-2, this one slapped the other way. It will get through for a base hit. Riola has reached a board 3 times today. A couple of singles. Already an RBI on the afternoon. Continues his incredible season. Now up to 15 multi-hit games. Here's Paul Stephenson. Stephenson, 0 for 1. He popped up his last time up to the shortstop. As Barrick back out here for his 5th inning of work. Doing a great job so far. He's held the Huskies at bay. First pitch Stephenson sees, fouls it into the netting. But kind of have the feeling that St. Cloud may be able to break it open here in this inning. And their largest lead of the day is 1. They have it currently as we enter the top of the 5th inning. Scheduled for 9 innings. Only playing the 1 game this afternoon. Hopefully we can play 2 tomorrow and wrap up the series. I don't know the forecast too much for tomorrow. I would assume probably some rain coming tonight, maybe throughout the morning. And hopefully it's dry enough to play a doubleheader tomorrow. Barrick with the 0-1. Riola takes off. Stephenson on the ground. Easily handled by Barrick. He'll flip across to first base for the out. Riola would have had that bag stolen no matter what. Either way, moves the runner over in scoring position for Drew Bolson. Got to have those productive outs. Bolson reached on an error his last time up. He's also grounded out to third base. See if he can barrel one up here against Barrick. Well, he was on a huge hot streak at one point. He homered in 4 straight games and a couple multi-homer games. Slowed down a little bit. Not going to always keep up that pace. This ball gets away from Dolzal, and Riola will advance 90 feet. He's at third base now with one away. Riola just such a heads-up base runner. Obviously so intelligent on the bases, but more importantly, he's quick as a cat. So if he sees that ball in the dirt, he's going to take off. Infield will now come in for the Beavers, trying to cut off the run. Outfield will just play straight up. Perkins out in center is shading over towards his right. And that fastball's in inside part of the plate. Bolson didn't agree. That evens the count up. 1 ball and 1 strike. One away here, top of the 5th inning. Bolson digs in from the right side. 1-1 coming from Barrick. This one's lifted out to center field. This will be plenty deep enough to score Riola. Catch is made by Perkins. Riola tagging, and he will score without a throw. 4-2, Huskies lead. Couple of productive outs here in the inning. A sacrifice from Paul Stephenson, and then the sacrifice fly from Drew Bolson. Driving in Sam Riola, and he'll get a warm welcome back to the dugout from his Husky teammates, and Tyler Schiller will try to keep the inning going here with 2 down. So a couple of sacrifice flies today to center field. One from Drew Bolson and the other from this man right here, Schiller. Schiller up to 16 RBIs this season. Riola just scored a team-leading 45th run on the season. Schiller takes one in the dirt for a ball. 2 balls and no strikes the count. Schiller has been very aggressive, taking a lot of very healthy hacks. Yet to barrel one up, however. Maybe he can do it here with the 2-0. Good eye. 3 straight balls delivered by Barrick. Ethan Navrajal awaiting on deck. Schiller, one of the 3 lefties in the lineup for St. Cloud, and that's a 4-pitch walk. Here's the other lefty, true freshman Navrajal. He's seeing the ball very well. A base hit back in the second. Blew out his last time up. Deep center field. But man, when he gets a hold of it, he's got some steam coming off the baseball. 4-2 now. Huskies lead. Biggest lead of the afternoon for either side. Barrick with a belt high set. Slide step home and just missed. Navrajal now a 4-game hitting streak. Starting to put it together. No better time to do it right now. 1-0. That one's low, and Schiller takes off, and the delayed steal works to perfection. 5th stolen base of the year for Schiller. Surprised everybody, including Dolzal. And he puts himself in scoring position here with 2 outs. Don't see that all too often, and no one was even covering the bag, so it was a free stolen base. Now a base hit can score him. 6 straight balls delivered by Barrick. See if he can find the zone here. Navrajal hits this one on the ground right side. Going to be a tough play. Diving stop made by Weird. He couldn't get it out of his glove, and Navrajal will beat out the throw. An infield single for Ethan Navrajal, as Weird had to run about 4 or 5 feet to his left, had to make a diving stop, and he had some trouble getting the ball out of his glove, and by the time he did to make the throw, Navrajal beat it out. Tough play all the way around. Now runners on the corners as Schiller moves to third. And here's Cameron Vollmer. He's hit the ball extremely hard today once. and got a single back in the 4th inning. They ruled it an error originally, but gave him the benefit of the doubt that he hit it really well as Keown tried to backhand it. Now the pitching coach coming out to have a conversation with Logan Barrett about how they want to deal with Vollmer here. Don't want to let the Huskies extend this lead, obviously. It's the assistant coach, Derek Dahlke. Making his 2nd season as a pitching coach for BSU. He actually played at Augustana University, so another school in the NSIC. And he also coached for Southwest Minnesota State for a couple seasons. So he's been around the conference, and now he's found a home here in Bemidji State. Here's the first pitch to Vollmer, in there for a strike on the outside corner. Played for 5 years as a Viking and pitched a lot, 60 career games, a 4.34 ERA, and he's also a member of that national championship team just a couple of years ago. Barrick will check on Navrajal over at first base. 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Huskies have scored a run on a sacrifice fly from Troop Olson. Schiller at third, Navrajal at first. Vollmer at the plate. Here's the 0-1. Vollmer lifts this one into shallow right field. Weird back there. Second baseman will camp under it and make the catch for out number 3. But another run on the board. St. Cloud leads 4-2. Headed to the bottom of the 5th here at Joe Faber Field. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Call Alcoholics Anonymous at 320-202-1895. St. Cloud State meetings are Tuesdays at 6 p.m. in the Newman Center.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
More
Division
attractive
I
than
athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom shakalaka, let's go. Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to beg it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0. Returned now by UMC.
Holman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Holman, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
We enter the bottom of the 5th here at Joe Faber Field. St. Cloud State leads 4-2 over Bemidji State. Here's Ethan Lanthier, the right-hander, on the mound, fires a first pitch strike to Jack Munson to begin this at bat. In his first inning of full work, he came in last inning to relieve Ryan Duffy, and he was able to get a couple of outs. One via the strikeout to end the inning. Comes back with a breaking ball here and misses low and away. So a 1-1 count here to Munson, who's 0 for 2 today with a strikeout and a ground out. Like, thank you for joining me on the KVSC Sports Stream, NSIC Network as well. Big swing here by Munson, drives this one into the deep left part of the park, and Schiller will make the catch over his head on the run. Just a couple of steps in front of the fence for out number 1. Munson got that one up in the air, and wind helped carry it out there towards the warning track, but good job by Schiller to track it down, and quickly there's one away. Here's Borg. Hit by a pitch his first time up. Grounded out to Gam over at short back in the 3rd inning. He's the one Beaver rocking the high pants with the stirrups this afternoon. Lanthier in there for a strike at the chest. The Beavers stirrups, they got the black, I guess, base color, and then you got some white and green stripes. Really nice look, I'll have to tell you. The 0-1 in there for a strike as well. So Borg finds himself down in the hole, no balls and 2 strikes. Borg, a .257 average, has started in all 33 games now for Bemidji State this season. He leads the team with 5 home runs. 1-2. That one's fouled back. Couple of hits against U of Mary back on Thursday. They were swept by the Marauders, who St. Cloud will see here in just a couple of weeks. That's the second to last series they'll play in the state of North Dakota. 1-2 is fouled off. A couple of games with U of Mary, and then they'll wrap up their season in Minot. One, 2 now from Lanthier. Strike 3, got him swinging. Pulled the string with the curveball. Borg swung right over the top of it. Second one of the day for Lanthier. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's Keown. 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts. A lot of action in the NSIC this weekend. Still waiting for some scores to come through, but U of Mary has a weekend series with the Minot State Beavers. Duluth and Northern State are playing. Northern State swept a doubleheader yesterday, actually, against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs beat Northern State twice, 13-7 and 6-2. So they're playing the finale here today. Actually, it was canceled, so how about that? Those games were actually at Northern State and Aberdeen, so they must have had some bad weather blow through. It was a beautiful day on Thursday when the Huskies were in Aberdeen. It was probably 55 degrees. Sun was out all day. 1-1 pops straight up. Vollmer will take off the mask. He'll go after it, and he couldn't make the basket catch. Great effort by Vollmer running towards the dugout. Home plate umpire got in his way a little bit. Had to dodge him and almost got to the baseball in time. University of Sioux Falls taking on the Wildcats this weekend, and then Crookston and Southwest Minnesota State. Augustana will take on Concordia St. Paul in a weekend series. So that's what one of the top teams in the conference is doing this weekend. They played some close games as of recent. 1-2. This one's hit well into center field, but John Nett's out there in the gap. He'll be calling off Tyler Schill, and he'll make the catch as he gives him a fist bump on the way off the field. 3 up, 3 down for Ethan Lanthier. We've played 5 here at Joe Faber Field. Huskies lead 4-2 on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
Return now by UMC. Omen dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Omen, do the thing you do so well.
Backdoor look shot, scores! Jimmy Murray buries it, and the Huskies are back up 5-4. And I'll do it. Huskies win the first ever North Star Cup.
You enjoy listening to St. Cloud State sports coverage as much as the sports department enjoys bringing it to you. And where else are you going to find top-notch coverage of St. Cloud State hockey, football, basketball, and volleyball, or the award-winning shows like Husky Sports Friday? And none of it would be possible without your donations. Your donations help pay for new equipment that we use to improve the quality and increase the quantity of the games that we bring to you. And you can donate anytime by going to kvsc.org and clicking on the Donate tab.
You're live in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, sounds like it's time for me to get to work. Welcome into Husky Studios. This is Husky Sports Friday.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Welcome back to St. Cloud, Minnesota. We played 5 innings here at Joe Faber Field. Huskies lead 4-2 over the Bemidji State Beavers on a very overcast and windy day in the Granite City, but nonetheless, we're playing a ball game here. Here's Gam. He shows bunt. The first 2 pitches he sees from Logan Barrick, who's back out on the mound, really grinding out an outing here, is the junior, and putting together a very nice performance. So far in line for the loss, but he's held the Huskies at bay. Here's the 0-2. Gam swinging a miss, strike 3. That's the 3rd of the day for Barrick. Huskies will turn the lineup over to John Nett. Nett 0 for 3 today, but does have a walk. The next pitch that Barrick fires will be the 91st of the day. There is an arm warming up in the bullpen. Would love for him to eat up one more inning here. Goes 6. First pitch, Nett shows bunt, drops it down the third baseline. On the run, it's Keown, makes the throw in time to get Nett. Heck of a play there by Keown. Nett doesn't bunt to try to get singles a whole lot of times. That one was pretty good, but Keown was already creeping in from third base, and, well, he did everything on the money. Scooped it up cleanly, transferred, and fired a strike over to Cal Bearer. So a quick 2 outs here for Barrick. Here's Tate Wallet trying to spark something with 2 outs. First pitch in there for a strike. Wallet, 2 for 3 today. Couple of singles. Just came around to score, then a fly out. The 0-1. Change of speed, still spotted up on the corner for a strike. Wallet just dropped his hands down to his knees in disgust, but he'll have to battle here now with 2 strikes. Barrick with a pitch, spiked it. Well, 8th start of the year for Barrick. And as I've mentioned, he's capable of being touched up a little bit. ERA's up there. We'll see who we see for the rest of the series. 1-2 is pulled on the ground. Right side. It's going to be Weird at second. And that'll be out number 3. So a 3-up, 3-down inning for Barrick. That will probably be the day for the junior. Heck of an outing. But the Huskies do lead 4-2, headed to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Call Alcoholics Anonymous at 320-202-1895. St. Cloud State meetings are Tuesdays at 6 p.m. in the Newman Center.
This is the sound of a flat-screen television hurled off a building. Now the new bike your kid wants. These are the things you could have, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Use Energy Star light bulbs and appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Huskies Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Weir, Dozal, and O'Malley are due up here for the Bemidji State Beavers in the bottom of the 6th inning. They trail by 2 to St. Cloud State. And Weir seeing Ethan Lanthier for the first time this afternoon and bunted a ball foul to begin his at-bat. Well, Lanthier in his first full inning of work back in the 5th inning. 3 up, 3 down. Picked up another strikeout to his name. He has just been a force out of the bullpen for St. Cloud State all season long. He's made a couple of starts. 5-0 record, the true freshman. 0-1, that one's off the end of the bat. And run the fastball up there. His last time in this similar situation in a long relief appearance was just a weekend ago against Southwest Minnesota State. Went 3 2/3, no hits, no runs, a walk, and 5 strikeouts. It's a type of performance you're going to get out of him quite a bit. It's going to be fun to watch for a couple years as the 0-2 missed outside. Looks like he's going to play in the Northwoods League this summer as well, which is good to hear. thinking about playing for the Minnesota Mud Puppies. 1-2. Swing on and miss. Strike 3. Just blew him away with a fastball. There's the first out of the inning. See a lot of Huskies play in the Northwoods League this summer. John Nett supposed to play with teammate Luke Tupy for the St. Cloud Rocks. Jack Hobbick playing for the Wilmer Stingers. So the battle of 94 right there. So we're going to have some inter-team rivalry, I guess, in the Northwoods League this summer, which will be a lot of fun. Supposedly, John and Jack played each other's high schools back in the day a little bit. And I think, if I can remember correctly, John told me Jack used to kind of have his number, but now he has Jack's number. They're both natives of Appleton, Wisconsin. 0-1, big hack here from Dolezal. Came up with nothing. And as I mentioned, you got the Kimberly Papermakers out there for John Nett, and then Hobbick went to Appleton East, so they ran into each other a couple times. 0-2, outside. But they've obviously become quite the friends here at St. Cloud. Roommates on the road. Sometimes they allow me to be roommates with them. Only when they're nice, though. But let's be honest, I'm the annoying factor in that room. Here's the 1-2 to Lanthier. That one's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. Been on the road quite a bit this season. But it's been a lot of fun watching this ball club really kind of come into their own. Slow start to the season. But, man, they're playing best baseball at the right time. 2-2, fouled off. 10-game winning streak, looking to extend it to 11. We've had some exciting games this year, but none more than that perfect game we saw on Thursday from Luke Tupy. Man, what a day for the southpaw on the mound. 2-2, fouled off again. Beavers have put together some really great at-bats when they've been down in the count, and just spoiling some really great pitches. I mean, Duffy threw a couple. One that comes to mind was the Cowbear at bat in the second inning, where he just kept continuing to foul off a bunch of great breaking balls, got a fastball he could handle, and poked it into center field for a couple of RBI. Dolezal trying to reach a board here with 1 out. The 2-2, and that hit him. That's one way to do it. Breaking ball slipped out of the hand of Lanthier. Now the Beavers have a man aboard. First one since the bottom of the 4th inning. Scored those couple of runs in the bottom of the 2nd, but they've been held scoreless since then. Here's Michael O'Malley. He's 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. A lot of juniors in this lineup, so they're going to have a lot of returners next season. And, well, with the eligibility rules, probably going to see some 5th-year seniors maybe stay. See if they can build off this season. Swing and a miss, strike 1 from O'Malley. Lanthier just going right after him with the fastball. Opponents are only hitting 160 against Lanthier. Doesn't walk a lot of guys, strikes out many. He's given up 10 runs this season in the 26 innings he's worked. The 0-1. This one just popped up to Riola over at second base, and he will waltz on over and make the grab for out number 2. That one was in on the fists of O'Malley. 2 down now for Perkins, the center fielder, coming to the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. He walked his last time up. Lanthier produces and induces a lot of weak contact. Long hold here for Lanthier. Missed upstairs. As Dolezal is aboard via the hit by pitch, trying to come around and try to chip away at this lead. 4-2, SCSU leads. 1 out, in there for a strike. Great day here, St. Cloud, Minnesota. 68 degrees was the start time, or start game time temperatures, I guess I should say. We've even seen a couple of golfers stroll through here at the Veterans Memorial Golf Course. You know, I had to say it once, 1-1. That one's fouled away into the golf course. Well, even if it's raining, with the warm weather, well, us Minnesotans are going to get out right. And I say that like I'm a native Minnesotan. I am not by any means. I'm a fraud. But anyways, I've been here for 4 years. I'm kind of a honorary. Here's the 1-2. That one's upstairs, evens the count at 2 apiece. Trying to turn the lineup over for Bean, who's waiting on the on-deck circle. Two balls and 2 strikes the count. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Runner takes off, and the pitch is slapped foul. So Lanthier will get a new baseball, and Dolzal will head back to first base. Navratil holding him on. Runners on first. Head coach Matt Ellinghausen getting the signs in. Now here we go. Another 2-2 pitch coming from Lanthier. That one's low, and here's the throw from Vollmer, and, well, that was not in time. I think Vollmer thought that was ball 4. Vollmer made the catch, and he saw the runner taking off, and took a while for him to throw the baseball down to second. I thought, or at least I think he probably thought that was ball 4. Here's the payoff pitch now, and that'll be ball 4. So Perkins is aboard. Now runners on first and second. And here's the freshman Bing, who is 2 for 3 today. Couple of singles. He flew out his last time up to Paul Stephenson out there in right field. Big at bat here if he's able to produce a hit with 2 outs. All the runs have come with 2 outs. The first one from Sam Calbear. A single, looking to do the same here as the leadoff man. Big hack. He's taking some very confident hacks, the freshman is, which is great to see out of your young guys. And they're veterans here for Bemidji State. I've played a lot of ball games, a lot of experience within this squad. Here's the 0-1 in there for strike 2. Took that one all the way. No balls and 2 strikes to the count. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lanthier trying to get out of it. The 0-2. Curve ball, and he missed outside. Vollmer tried to frame it. Did not get the call. Nobody warming up in either bullpen. Probably see Lanthier go at least one more inning. Now the 1-2. And that one's high and in, heads up. Had to go up on the toes and bend backwards. And now Vollmer's going to head out to the pitching mound along with Sam Riola and Ethan Navratil. And Riola seems like he wants to have a conversation with Vollmer. Seems very adamant, maybe some signs being taken away by the Beavers. It's always the cat and mouse game that you have to worry about, especially with a runner on second. Sometimes the runner can help out the batter with pitch location. And, well, even sometimes if you know the signs, you can maybe give them a signal for what pitch is coming. Might not matter with Lanthier, but see what they go to here. The 2-2 in the pitch. Bring him up, strike 3. He got him looking. Lanthier paints the outside corner, and that will end the inning. A couple of runners strand for Bemidji State. Huskies lead 4-2. We're headed to the 7th on the KVSC Sports Stream and NSIC Network.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
more
Division
attractive
I
than
athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom shakalaka, let's go.
Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to bang it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0.
Return now by UMC. Holman dumps it over on 2, tying the game at 25. Omen, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Sam Riola leading things off here in the top of the 7th inning for St. Cloud State. They lead 4-2. Barrick's back out on the mound. Thought his day might have been done, but he was very efficient his last inning, so he comes back out and will probably eclipse that 100 pitch mark, up to 95 now on the day. Riola swings and misses through the first offering. 3 singles on the day here for the redshirt junior. Here's the 0-1. That one's inside for a ball. Well, Riola, I mean, not much to say about him. Just a pure hitter. Transfer from Louisiana Lafayette. Now 15 multi-hit games this year. 6-game hit streak. Here's the 1-1. And this one is hit hard and deep to center field. Tracking back is Perkins. Did he get enough of it? Get up and get out of here. That ball's gone. His 15th home run of the year. 5-2 Huskies lead. Went to the deepest part of the ballpark and cleared the fence by about 10 feet. That's a solo shot to lead off the inning. Sometimes it's just too easy for Sam Riola. What a way to lead off the inning. Now the Huskies lead 5-2. First pitch now to Stephenson, trying to go back-to-back, but this one's popped up. Second base, Weir makes the catch for out number 1. Couple pop-ups today now for Paul. Here comes the designated hitter, Drew Bolson. What a drive there from Riola. Got a pitch on the fat part of the plate and just drove it. I swear, it never looks like he hammers the baseball. It's such an effortless swing. Next thing you know, it's 4:15 and it's out of reach. Barrick, curveball there, dropped it in for a strike to Bolson. Bolson thought about it and don't know if he got a piece of it. It was a dead ball. Couldn't tell if it deflected off of the bat or maybe the glove of Bolzall behind the plate. I guess Bolson got a piece of it. Now no balls and 2 strikes. Barrick out of the windup with the 0-2. Bolson puts this one over the head of Bean and out to center field for a base hit. Big turnaround first. That's another single for Drew Bolson. His first of the day. Has a sacrifice fly and an RBI, but there's the first base hit of the afternoon. Extends his hitting streak, and here's Tyler Schiller. Schiller, a sacrifice fly today, a walk and a strikeout from the left side. So Barrick's had his number a little bit. Barrick, fastball at the knees for a strike. Well, the Huskies have done it with the long ball this season. They've produced a lot of runs that way, even though we came into the year not particularly believing that was going to be the case. And, I mean, the majority of that success can be contributed to, or can be credited to Riola, obviously, with now 15 on the year. But, I mean, as a team, the Huskies now have 42 home runs on the year, which ranks top 5 in the conference. One ball and 2 strikes the count here to the lefty Schiller. Hits this one the other way, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Schiller always does a great job of just slapping the ball through the 6 hole. Usually you get a pretty big area to do some work with when you're a lefty at the plate, expecting you to pull the ball. Pitch on the outside part of the plate, hit it where it is, and now he's aboard with the 1-out single. Here's Ethan Navrachel. Couple of singles from him today. as Dolezal heads out to the mound to have a visit with Barrick. Is a righty warming up in the bullpen for Bemidji State. No signs of taking Barrick out of the game. And if you can save some arms with, a 3-game series that you're planning on playing here this weekend, you're going to try to do so. Riola is warming up in the bullpen for St. Cloud. So after he just mashed a ball over the fence, we might see him come into the ball game and close this one out. Lanthier's done a fantastic job. And now with a 3-run lead, the Huskies can breathe a little bit. Quietly up to 11 hits on the day for St. Cloud. Put up 19 in Game 2 against Northern State, which was a season high. I don't know if we're going to quite get there, but you never know. Only one extra base hit today for St. Cloud, and that was the home run to lead off this inning. The 1-0 from Barrick. A little low. Huskies are a team that don't strike out all that much either. They're the lone team in the conference that has not reached the 200 strikeout mark this season. Only 194 coming into today's ball game, which ranks last, and that's a good thing to rank last. So I guess first, as the 2-0 in their first strike, dropped in the breaking ball. So 2-1 coming to the true freshman. Bolson on second, Schiller at first. One away here in the top of the 7th inning. Huskies have extended their lead 5-2, and they might extend it here more. This is a base hit out to center field. Here comes the throw from Perkins. It's way up the line as Bolson gets waved around third. He will score. It's now 6-2. Third hit of the day for Ethan Navrachel. And Bolson able to come home for the 6th run of the day. Now the Huskies are really starting to string together some hits. Well, 5 RBIs in the last 2 games here for Navrachel. Man, he's having a nice week at the plate, which is good to see. That's going to be the day here for Logan Barrick. The score probably doesn't do him justice for how well he pitched here this afternoon, but gives up a couple of runs here trying to get through the 7th inning. And I think that's going to do the day for the Beaver starter. But a 6-2 lead for St. Cloud State, a leadoff home run from Sam Riola, and then an RBI single from Ethan Navrachel. And the Huskies have a 6-2 lead. And I believe new pitcher will be coming on here for Bemidji State. Little mound visit here from the pitching coach, Dahlke. Yep, that's going to do it. Barrick's day is done after 6 1/3. Huskies lead 6-2. Looking for more here in the top of this 7th inning. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
more
Division
attractive
I
than
athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom shakalaka, let's go.
Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to bang it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0.
Return now by UMC. Ullman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Ullman, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
St. Cloud State sports have seen a lot of success in the last couple of years. Everything from winning their first Frozen Face-Off championship to North Star Cup titles and even a national wrestling title. And if you want to be able to witness history firsthand, there's no better way than joining the KVSC sports department. Our sports directors will not only teach you how to broadcast games, but also how to host your own shows. Want to be the next voice of the Huskies? Email the KVSC sports department at sports@kvsc.org or stop in room 27 in the basement of Stewart Hall.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
First reliever of the day for Bemidji State. It will be Jacob Mathiasen coming on to relieve Logan Barrick, who went 6 1/3 here this afternoon. Mathiasen, a 10.12 ERA, so not quite where he would like. His 7th appearance on the season, 10 2/3 worked. He's given up 20 hits, 14 runs. Does have 6 walks and 6 strikeouts this year for the young man. And Logan Barrick, not a bad day. 6 1/3, 110 pitches, really grinded out here this afternoon. He gave up 12 hits, 6 runs, 5 of which were earned, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts. Really kept his team in it throughout this one. He gave up a couple of runs here in the top of the 7th inning, to make his start look a little worse, as Mathiasen just wants to hold the score where it is. He'll have to deal with runners on first and second. Schiller over at second, Navratil at first. And here's Mason Primus, pinch hitter here for Cameron Vollmer. I believe this is the first at-bat of the year for Primus at Joe Faber Field, at least. He has had some at-bats this season, mostly in pitch-hitting situations. He's started 5 times, 14th appearance now, as Mathiasen delivers a first-pitch breaking ball for a strike. 143 average this year for Primus. Pick up a hit here and a RBI. Maybe find something. Here's the 0-1. Pinch hitting is always extremely tough to do. He's hitless in his last 3 pinch hit opportunities, but did walk against Concordia St. Paul a couple of weeks ago. Came around to score in that game. Here's the 1-1 from Mathiasen. Primus, this one's on the ground. It's stabbed by Mathiasen. He'll just go to first to ensure the out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. Both runners move up 90 feet, so it's a productive out for Primus. Just off the end of the bat. If it got past the glove of Mathiasen, that would have been a tough play. Probably would have been an infield single. But that's why he practiced the PFP, right? Made the play. It's a 1-3 put out, and here's Max Gam, the 9-hole hitter, with a couple runners on. Would love to take out an insurance policy here. A couple of runs. Push your lead to 6. Calls this one out. First pitch to Gam. This one's off the end of the bat. This one's dribbling down the line. Mathiasen falls down, makes the throw from his seat of his pants, and it's not in time. Schiller comes home to score. And the Huskies push their lead 7-2. Probably not what Gam had in mind, a swinging bunt. And Mathiasen slipped as he tried to pick up the baseball. And he one-hopped the throw over to first. Gam beat it out. So Net will have a chance here with a couple of men out and runners on the corners. Now 7-2. 3 runs here in the top of the 7th. The Huskies have averaged over 8.5 runs on this 10-game winning streak. Net has a large part in that. Fake the throw to second. Gam will steal the base without a throw. Puts himself in scoring position now as well. So Gam steals another base. That's his 15th on the year, and Net trying to keep that RBI streak alive. RBI in 6 straight. Needs one here, the 0-1. Net hits this one into the left center alley. Tracking back is O'Malley, and backpedaling, he'll make the catch for out number 3. Net just got a little bit under that one, but the Huskies pick up 3 more runs here in the top of the 7th. They lead 7-2. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
More
Division
attractive than
I athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom shakalaka, let's go.
Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to bang it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0.
Return now by UMC. Ullman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Ullman, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
You're listening to Huskies baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Welcome back to Joe Faber Field. We've played 6.5 here. St. Cloud State now leads 7-2. Picked up a couple of insurance runs in the top of the 7th, and look who we have on the mound here. It's Trevor Koenig. Did not expect to see him here this afternoon, but it's good to see. He was obviously been gone here for a while due to an injury, and his first pitch is fouled deep down the left field line by Sam Calbear. So, well, here he is, the senior lefty, making another appearance. Obviously a usual starter, but he's coming off that injury. His last start was against Augustana on March the 20th, so a month ago. He went 3 2/3 in that loss. He gave up 5 hits. He had to come out of the game early. He went to first base to try to cover the bag and came up limping as the 0-2 swung on and missed. That's strike 3. Well, everything seems to be working anyways for Koenig. That's his 22nd strikeout now on the season. So this is his 5th appearance. His first 4 appearances came via the start, but here's his first relief appearance, and, well, so far so good. Struck out Sam Calbear, and now that gives way to the 2-hole hitter, or 3-hole, I should say, Jack Munson. So we've seen a couple of pitchers here in recent weeks for St. Cloud State coming off some injuries about a month or so, and, well, Tupi has been pretty much perfect in his first 2 outings. Here's Koenig in a relief appearance, 0-1. That one swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes. Coming up and filling the zone is Koenig. Munson 0 for 3 today. Couple flyouts and a strikeout. 0-2. And that one just got a piece of it. That was more of Koenig hitting the barrel than it was Munson swinging. Didn't want to, but got a piece of it. So Munson steps back in. Koenig working out of the stretch. Does have a brace on that left ankle. Here's the 0-2. Big deep breath from Koenig. That one's upstairs. Bolson comes into the game now to catch, as Vollmer was pinch hit for by Mason Primus. That's the only change defensively for St. Cloud. The 1-2 from Koenig. That one swung on and missed, strike 3. Bolson will have to throw down to complete the strikeout, and he will. 2 down, 2 punch-outs for Koenig. Both of the swinging variety. And here is Parker Borg, the senior. Koenig, a native of St. Cloud, Minnesota, making his first appearance at Joe Faber Field this season. Has played a ton of games here. Joe Faber in his career, I think about high school, for the Rocks, past couple seasons. Borg watches a fastball outside for a ball. St. Cloud, 13 hits and 7 runs. Bemidji State, 4 hits and 2 runs, all which came in the bottom of the second. Borg offered at it, and that'll be strike 1. So 1 ball and 1 strike the count, 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1-1. Another breaking ball, and that's swung on and missed for strike 2. A lot of off-speed coming here from Koenig. See if he can strike out the side in his first appearance in a month. Why not? 1-2. Almost got him. Went to the curveball to the inside part of the plate. Borg watched it pretty confidently. He lives to see another pitch at least. 2's on the board. Koenig, the bell high set. Lifts the right leg. Here's the 2-2. That one is dribbled foul down the third baseline. Shannon Ahern will come out of the dugout. Go ahead and track that one down. Bronze is in the bullpen for St. Cloud. Warming up, so we'll see if you see him. I think it's been a little bit since we've seen Bronze. Pitched against SMSU. He could have pitched against Northern State. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's been a long week. 2-2, swirl and miss, strike 3. Koenig in his first appearance in about a month strikes out the side. What a way to end the 7th inning. 7-2, Huskies lead. Final 2 innings here at Joe Faber Field. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
You're listening to the KVSC Sports Stream, and we've got all your favorite shows.
Is Richmond, Virginia attractive to
More
Division
attractive
I
than
athletes?
Mankato.
Okay.
Fargo, North. Who wants to go to Fargo, North Dakota?
Personalities.
Boom shakalaka, let's go.
Wow, that was interesting.
And classic Husky moments you could ever dream of.
Tries to bang it home. He does. Joey Bennett lights the lamp for the Huskies again. Another one for St. Cloud State, and they lead 4-0.
Return now by UMC. Holman dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Holman, do the thing you do so well.
To Kenny Walker inside the 5. Walker all the way. Touchdown, St. Cloud State.
So for the best sports coverage in the Granite City, be sure to tune in to the KVSC Sports Stream, where it's all Huskies all the time.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
We played 7 here at Joe Faber Field. St. Cloud State leads by 5. It's a 7-2 lead over Bemidji State. And the first pitch from Mathiasen to Wallet is in the dirt for ball 1. Dolezal's going to go out and have a conversation. But a 7-2 lead here for St. Cloud State. Added some insurance their last time to the plate. 3 runs in the top of the 7th, thanks to a Sam Riola leadoff home run. Ethan Navrajal single, and as well as an infield single for Max Gam, drove in a couple of runs. So, well, they're in full control of this one as we enter the final 2 innings. St. Cloud State, the away team here this afternoon with Bemidji State in a site reversal series. Mathiasen bounces back with a strike here at the knees to Wallet. Tate today, couple singles, a fly out into ground out for the redshirt sophomore, and the 1-1 in there for a strike. Time is called at the plate. I'd like to thank you for joining me this afternoon on the KVSC Sports Stream as well as the NSIC Network. Joey Erickson, excited to be here. Game number 36 of the St. Cloud State baseball season. Hopefully we can play a doubleheader tomorrow as the 1-2 is fouled off. Looks to be some thunderstorms and some systems rolling in here tonight. They had the tarp on all night yesterday and throughout the morning. And the Huskies came out here early to take it off and get the field prepped and ready to go. Big thank you to the MAC crew as well here for having the field ready to go, and it looks in fairly great condition. The dirt, there's some spots where a lot of the moisture builds up, but other than that, looks like the grass is nice and good to go. It's all you can ask for here 2-2 in the dirt. Ball 3 runs the count full. Not what enough to deter the golfers from going out this afternoon. We've seen probably about 4 or 5 roll through. Veterans Memorial Golf Course out to left field. Here's the payoff pitch, and that hit him. That'll be ball 4 as Wallet throws the bat. 6th time he's been hit by a pitch this season, and will be aboard. You would have just took the ball, right? Hey, it's 3-2. Why hit me? And here's Sam Riola. His last time up, provided some fireworks. Solo shot to deep center field. Made it a 5-2 ball game. 15th of the season. Riola's kind of hunting a lot of single-season records for a Husky. One of those is the home runs. 21 is the lead, so he's going to have to go on quite the tear here to finish off the season as he wants to get to that one. Stolen bases is another one. He's up to 20. I believe it was 28 or maybe been 31. I have to confirm that, the single-season record, but he's been slow when it's come to stealing bags as of late, but here's a back pick down to first as Waller gets back in time. And by slow, I just mean he hasn't had a lot of opportunities because he keeps hitting them over the fence, so you're not going to steal a lot of bases. Mathiasen checks over to first before he delivers a 2-0. Yeah, the most stolen bases is 31. That's held by Phil Imholte, back in 2012, was 31 for 40 on the year. Riola at 20, 2-0. Riola hits this one the other way. This should stay in the ballpark as it's Borg out there right before the track makes the catch, and that'll be out number 1. So a fly out for Sam Riola. And here's Paul Stephenson. Couple pop-ups for him, a ground out. But he has reached a board back in the first inning. Stephenson has played and started in all 36 games this season. First pitch he sees, slow breaking ball. That's in the dirt. Wind hasn't been too bad. Fortunately, it's a very warm day in St. Cloud, and I can tell you the sun is trying to peek through here right now. 1-0, Stephenson, hard hit, but foul and into the Husky bullpen. But cloud coverage is pretty much everywhere. It'd be nice to get some sun. 2:48 is our time locally here. Central Minnesota, beautiful day for some baseball. Only playing one game here this afternoon, so we're going the full 9 innings. Here's the 1-1. Good eye from Stephenson not to chase the curveball in the dirt. Mathiasen liked the spot, liked the pitch, but Stephenson held back. Senior from Alaska. 1 for 8 in the series against Northern State. Just been a consistent bat. There's the breaking ball. That was a little more up, but didn't get the call. Couple of multi-hit performances today for St. Cloud. Tate Wallet with 2, Sam Riola with 4. Navrajal has 3 for himself, too, and an RBI. Bolson's on deck. Here's the 3-1. Stephenson hits this one deep into left field. Tracking back is O'Malley to the wall, and it's off his glove and off the fence. Wallet is heading for third. Here's the throw. Not in time as it's cut off. That'll be a double for Paul Stephenson. Got that one just off the end of the bat. Didn't have enough to get over. Was a tough play for O'Malley as he hit the warning track, and he got a piece of it, but went off the glove and off the wall. So the Huskies are threatening here in the top of the 8th inning as Wallet moved to third. Here's an extra base hit for Paul Stephenson. Finally got one he could really drive, and now the infield comes back in for Bemidji State. Bolson already an RBI on the day. He singled his last time up. And that pitch is below the knees for a ball. Mathiasen, just a sophomore. The belt high set. 1-0. And swung on and cut out. And cut out a play. From Rockford, Minnesota is Mathiasen. Appeared in 9 games last year as a freshman. Through 16 innings. Here's the 1-1. Bolson through the left side. That gets through for a base hit. Wallet will score. Stephenson being waved around third. He will score without a throw, and the Huskies lead 9-2. Two-run single for Drew Bolson, and the Huskies have opened up the ball game. 15 hits now in today's ball game. Here's Tyler Schiller trying to keep it going. And St. Cloud State has done this recently too, where it can be kind of close through the majority of the ball game, and then they just start rolling, stringing together some at-bats, and the runs just start to pour. How about this? Clouds are kind of departing. Sun is shining here at Joe Faber Field. Never would have thought I'd see the day. 1 ball, no strike the count. Here's Bolson at first. He'll stay put. Schiller takes the ball in the dirt. Schiller with an opposite field single his last time up. 1 for 2 today with a run scored and a walk. 2-0, trying to go the other way again. Being on the ground, flips it over to second. Try to get him at first, not in time for the double play. Heck of a play by Bean up the middle to flip it to Weird for out number 2 to get the lead runner, and almost picked up the inning-ending double play, but Schiller beat out the throw. So he's aboard on the fielder's choice. Now Navrajal will have an opportunity here in the top of the 8th. First pitch, slow curveball, missed low and in. Mathiasen, the belt high set in the hold. 1-0, and Navrajil's way out in front. Looked like a changeup there. Navrajil looked to be in slow motion as he finished out that swing. Good pitcher's pitch there. Another pitch in the dirt. Mathiasen having trouble getting the Huskies to chase. 2 balls and 1 strike now the count. And as I mentioned, St. Cloud does not strike out a whole lot as a team. So you're going to be forced to put it in the zone a lot of the time. 2-1. It's a good breaking ball for a strike. Navrajil from Albany High School, just about 30 minutes north of there. North of here, I should say. 2's on the board. 2 away here in the top of the 8th. Here's the 2-2 from Mathiasen. That's outside and will run the count full. St. Cloud now has 9 runs on 15 hits. Bemidji State has countered with 4 hits and 2 runs, but they've committed 2 errors, which St. Cloud has been able to capitalize on. The payoff pitch. Navrajil hits this one hard right to the glove of Cowbear at first base. Didn't even get the bat out of his hand. Didn't even leave the box as he smiles and walks back to the dugout. It's a 9-2 lead for St. Cloud State. Plenty to smile about right now at Joe Faber Field. Coming to the bottom of the 8th here on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
Return now by UMC. Omen dumps it over on 2. Tying the game at 25. Omen, do the thing you do so well.
Backdoor look shot, scores! Jimmy Murray buries it. And the Huskies are back up 5-4. And that'll do it. Huskies win the first ever North Star Cup.
You enjoy listening to St. Cloud State sports coverage as much as the sports department enjoys bringing it to you. And where else are you going to find top-notch coverage of St. Cloud State hockey, football, basketball, and volleyball, or the award-winning shows like Husky Sports Friday? And none of it would be possible without your donations. Your donations help pay for new equipment that we use to improve the quality and increase the quantity of the games that we bring to you. And you can donate anytime by going to kvsc.org and clicking on the Donate tab.
You're live in 5, 4, 3.
Oh, sounds like it's time for me to get to work. Welcome into Husky Studios. This is Husky Sports Friday.
You're listening to Huskies baseball on the KVSE Sports Stream.
Trevor Koenig back out on the mound for St. Cloud State as we enter the bottom of the 8th inning. Huskies lead 9-2 over Bemidji State, the away team here this afternoon for the Huskies. Here's Bemidji State in the bottom of the inning, leading things off. It's Keown, and he's 0 for 3 today. A couple of strikeouts and a flyout, trying to start something here. A little bit of a rally late in this ball game as Koenig came back out for his second inning of work. This one's flipped out to center. Should stay up for Net, who backpedals to his right, makes the catch for out number 1. Koenig struck out the side in the bottom of the 7th inning. All the swinging variety. Here's James Weir. 0 for 2 today with a hit by pitch. And right now, St. Cloud State has kind of put their foot down and have been able to take control of this one. It was only 4-2 as we entered the 7th inning, and then, well, St. Cloud got a few hits, and they're in full control now. And the 1-0 from Koenig in there for a strike. It's really filling the zone here. His first appearance since March the 20th, where he started against Augustana. That was game 1 of the first conference series of the year. So that shows you how long it's been. And it's a great sign to see that he's here. Healthy. Strike 3. Ring him up on the breaking ball. All Weir could do would look. 4th of the day. And there's 2 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Now Derek Dolzal's opportunity. Try to get something going. Beavers haven't had a base runner since the 6th inning, and that was a hit by pitch from Lanthier. And that was the man at the plate right now, Dolzal. Koenig missed with the first offering. Comes back with a ball that's a little high. .1-0 coming from Koenig as the sun starts to bask the infield here at Joe Faber Field. Well, after the start of the day that we had, did not expect this. Wind still blowing pretty briskly. 1-1. That one was low and in to the right-hander, Dolzal. Blown out from right to left. Probably a good 15 miles an hour now. Koenig out of the stretch. Big deep breath in the 3-1. In there for strike 2. Dolzal wanted the walk, but he'll have to step back in. Dolzal puts this one into play, into shallow center, and tracking it down is John Nett for out number 3. Couple plays in the inning for the redshirt sophomore center fielder. And we're headed to the 9th. Huskies lead 9-2, looking to extend their winning streak to 11 games next year on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
When it comes to using their wireless phones, drivers everywhere are making safety their most important call.
Are you kidding me? You know our curfew. Look, I'm driving now, but I'll be home in a little bit. We'll take care of this then.
Stressful or emotional conversations can take your mind off driving. Avoid them behind the wheel. Your wireless phone can be your best safety tool. Don't let it become a distraction. The wireless industry and the Minnesota Department of Public Safety remind you, with wireless, safety is your call.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Call Alcoholics Anonymous at 320-202-1895. St. Cloud State meetings are Tuesdays at 6 p.m. in the Newman Center.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Final inning to play here at Joe Faber Field. St. Cloud State leads 9-2 over the Bemidji State Beavers. Playing one game here this afternoon at Joe Faber Field. Pinch hitter now to lead things off here in the top of the ninth for the Huskies. It's Sawyer Smith, a true freshman, getting another at bat, his first at Joe Faber Field. See if he can do some damage here. First pitch is low and in for ball one. Jacob Mathiasen back out here for the Beavers. He's been the only reliever used today for Bemidji State. Logan Barrett, the junior, started the game, went 6 1/3. Mathiasen here to clean it up. 1-0 missed outside. The 2-0. Big hack there as Smith was looking for the first collegiate home run, came up with nothing. Smith, a .316 average. He's had 19 at-bats this season. Here's the 2-1. Upstairs for ball three. Hitters count. Coming to Sawyer Smith, native of Wisconsin. Going to be fun to watch him for a couple years to come in that middle infield spot. Here's the 3-1. Smith got this one off the end of the bat. Shallow right. It's going to be Borg coming in, and he'll make the catch for out number one. Now Max Gam. Gam today 1 for 4 with an RBI. That was in the 7th inning. It was a swinging bunt. He was able to beat out. Give the Huskies a 7-2 lead. He takes a cut at the first pitch he sees and tried to hold up, but he didn't. Make it strike one. $15 hits today for St. Cloud State as the 0-1 over his head, and Gam had to duck out of the way. The wind really starting to pick up here now. $34 hits in the last 2 games for St. Cloud as a team. 1-1. Gam hits this one the other way. On a hop, it's Weir, and that's out number 2. So a fly out and a 4-3 put out to begin the ninth, I should say, for St. Cloud, and turn the lineup back over to John Nett. Nett 0 for 4 today with a walk and a strikeout. See if he can extend that hitting streak, though. 6 games with a hit. Watches it in the dirt, but he's been aboard quite a few games. Came around to score today now make it 14 straight games with a run, which I think is pretty remarkable. It's one thing to get on, but to touch home plate every time. As Net drives this one out into the alley in left field. Going back is Perkins and O'Malley, and that one will get down for a base hit. Net with a 2-out stand-up double. There you go. Extend that hitting streak to 7 games. He's been doing that fantastic recently. Leads this team now with 15 doubles. Drove that one out into the alley. Probably just got a little towards the end of the bat. If not, he had a home run. He's got 4 of those this season. He homered in 3 straight games in that series against Southwest Minnesota State a weekend ago. Now Wallet. Good block by Bolzal with that pitch in the dirt. So let's see if Net can get driven in here by Tate. 2 for 4 with 3 runs scored for the lefty. Mathiasen just needs one more out. Give the Beavers one last chance here. 1-0. Wallet rips this one into right field for a base hit. Net's being waved around third. Here's the throw from Borg. It is not in time. Now the throw down to second. Wallet is in safely. An RBI single from Tate Wallet. Huskies have reached double digits, 10-2. Now 4 hits on the day, or excuse me, 3 hits for Wallet. And he picked up an RBI. The last 3 innings, the Huskies have put up 6 runs. And that's the difference in the ball game, as the Beavers have been held scoreless since the 2nd inning. Riola now steps in. He's 4 for 5 today with a home run. First pitch from Mathiasen, and Bolzal had to move way to his right to get in front of it. Great block from the catcher. Well, Bemidji was able to save some arms, at least for a couple of games that we're planning on playing here tomorrow to wrap up the weekend series. 1-0. Good breaking ball in there for a strike. Start times are scheduled for 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock tomorrow in the doubleheader. Catch it right here on the KVSC Sports Stream as well as the NSIC Network. 1-1. Riola on the ground, and backpedaling is Pat Dolan away from it. Big race for the foul ball. Habak's going to beat his man out. Can't tell who the other one was that was making a trek out there. You love to see the hustle even on the foul ball. So 1-2 strike the count here. 2 away in the top of the 9th inning. Huskies now lead 10-2. Maybe match that season high in hits here if able to get it going. 1-2. Cut on and fouled out of play. And the interesting thing, too, is now in the last 2 games, 37 hits, 34 of which are singles. Just a home run and a couple doubles. 1-2, strike 3. Got him looking. Good breaking ball there from Mathiasen. And that will end the inning for St. Cloud, but an RBI single from Tate Wallet drives in John Net. It's a 10-2 ball game. St. Cloud coming on to finish this one out here at Joe Faber Field. You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network.
What I remember most is the loneliness I felt, the separation from other people. At the end, drinking was no fun for me. Since I've started to attend AA meetings, the greatest gift is that I've become reconnected. I'm part of life again. I really like myself, and that's wonderful. AA is a miracle in my life. Alcoholics Anonymous. It works. Look us up. Check your phone book, newspaper, or AA.org.
Call Alcoholics Anonymous at 320-202-1895. St. Cloud State meetings are Tuesdays at 6 p.m. in the Newman Center.
This is the sound of a flat-screen television hurled off a building. Now the new bike your kid wants. These are the things you could have, all cast into oblivion. Because when you throw away money on wasted electricity, you throw away everything you could have bought with it. Use Energy Star light bulbs and appliances, and you could save hundreds of dollars a year. Saving energy saves you money. Learn more at EnergySavers.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Energy and the Ad Council.
I'm a doctor.
I'm a teacher.
I live in the South.
California is my home.
I speak fluent Spanish.
No hablo español.
I have brown eyes.
My eyes are blue.
We're very different people, but we do have something in common. I made a donation to the Red Cross.
When disaster struck and I needed help, her gift to the American Red Cross changed my life.
When you support the American Red Cross, you change a life, starting with your own.
Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or visit redcross.org and find out about life-changing opportunities in your area.
Alternative music was awesome in the 90s. Progressive artists and bands had a profound effect on what we call rock music today. The spirit of alternative music is still alive and well. New alt-rock artists are still innovating and changing the music landscape. You want to hear what alternative and progressive music sounds like today? Check out our sister station, KVSC, at 88.1 FM. You can hear the latest in progressive rock, punk, hip-hop, blues, and even folk and bluegrass music. KVSC 88.1 FM, your sound alternative.
You're listening to St. Cloud State Baseball on the KVSC Sports Stream.
Bottom of the order due up for Bemidji State here in the home half of the ninth inning. Last chance with the bats in hand to try to get it done against a new pitcher on the mound. And it is Winks, as we like to call him, at least as I like to call him. But Adam Winkles from Avon, Minnesota, making his second appearance on the year. It's been a while since we've seen him. 1-0. That one's in the dirt. It's actually been a couple of months. He pitched against Missouri Western State, and that was in the Arkansas trip, which was the first non-conference road trip of the year. He pitched an 0 2/3 there and did not have quite the day. That was the game, if you can remember, where the Huskies got routed. I think it was 18 to maybe nothing or something like that. It was no fun, that's for sure. Let's just put it that way. Don't want to speak on it too much as Winkles comes back with a strike here, 2-1 the count. So an opportunity here, get some action, try to put the Beavers away. 2-0, breaking ball, great pitch there. The right-handed junior made 3 relief appearances last year. Didn't allow a run in the 4 innings he pitched. Two, couldn't get O'Malley to chase. O'Malley today, 1 for 2 with a walk and a pop out his last time up. Runs the count full here. Strike 3, got him swinging. That's his second strikeout of the season. 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Winkles also went to Albany High School. His first baseman, Ethan Navrajal, same thing. Perkins now steps in, takes the first pitch, strike from Winkles. 2 away from winning 11 straight. Ball in the dirt. Using a lot of curveballs is Winkles to begin his first 2 at bats, and great command so far. Can be hard when you haven't pitched in a while. It's always different from bullpens, as this one on the fists and just rolls foul as Wallet fields it. Now 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. Winkles was a football player, baseball and basketball at Albany High School. All-state and all-conference recipient in baseball. Before coming here to St. Cloud, it's always been a weird career with the shortened season in 2020, and doesn't get the call here on the curveball at the edge of the plate. 2-2 coming to the 9-hole Perkins. Strike 3. Got him looking. Dropped the curveball in there. Perkins couldn't pull the trigger. Couple strikeouts to begin the outing here for Winkles. One more away. And the Beavers are down to their final out. And it's the leadoff man, Isaiah Bean, who's had a good day today. A couple singles, came around to score once. Did strike out his last time up in a flyout. Winkles spiked the fastball in the dirt. He'll get a new baseball and do it again. Huskies will improve to 26-10 on the year, 18-4 in conference play. The 1-0. Just missed. Bemidji State will receive their 30th loss of the year. 2-19 now in NSIC play. Just 12 more games to go after the conclusion of this one. Swung on and missed. For the Huskies, have a midweek doubleheader coming up Wednesday against Minnesota Duluth right here at Joe Faber Field. And then a weekend series with Minnesota Crookston next weekend here at Joe Faber. 2-1. Cut on and foul back. So 7 games on the docket this week. And St. Cloud will be the home team against Duluth and Minnesota Crookston. This is just the only series that's a site reversal, so the Beavers are the home team. Make it 2-2 now. Down to their final strike. Winkles trying to finish this one off. Will not be a safe opportunity. I believe Lanthier will get credited with the win because Duffy only went 3 1/3 here this afternoon. And Lanthier pitched in 2 2/3. No hits, no runs given up, just a walk and 4 strikeouts. So that'll be the 6th win of the season for Lanthier. 2-2. This one's off the end of the bat. It's going to be a really tough play. Winkles is going to have no chance. And that'll be a 2-out infield single. And it will extend the inning for Sam Calbear, who has the 2 RBI today for the Beavers back in the bottom of the 2nd inning. But since then, the Beavers' offense has run cold. Sun is now all the way out. Still some clouds in the area, but really warming up. Probably around 72, 75 degrees now. First temperature in the 70s that we've probably seen in what, 6 months? Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't know, but probably. First pitch breaking ball cut on and missed. 3 strikeouts and a single for the senior at the plate. Oh, 1. Got a piece of it, but it was held in the glove by Bolson. So 2 straight curveballs to begin the at-bat for Winkles. Everybody up on the edge of the dugout for St. Cloud in anticipation of the final out. 0-2 miss tying away. Winkles glares in. Gets the sign he likes from Bolson. He's ready to go with the 1-2. That one's in the dirt. Good block. Another game where the Huskies put up double digits in runs, hold their opponent to less than 3. It's a good recipe. 2-2. That one hit him. So a couple of strikeouts to begin the 9th for Winkles, and now a couple of men have reached. It's all right, just getting some batters in. Here's Jack Munson. He's 0 for 4 today. A couple of flyouts, a couple of strikeouts. Maybe this is the guy that Winkles can finish it out with. fastball missed outside to begin the at-bat to Munson. Parker Borg is on deck. He's able to extend the inning. There's a strike. That one was probably farther outside than the previous pitch. It's all right. You'll take it either way. Now the 1-1. That one got away from him. Bemidji State trying to find some life here with 2 outs. Maybe chip away, get a few runs in, make it closer than it has been the last 3 innings. 2-1, chopper on the ground. This could do it. Gam on the run, scoops it up, fires across, and that'll do it. Ball game here at Joe Faber Field. St. Cloud State wins 10-2 over the Bemidji State Beavers on 17 hits and no errors. Their win streak extends to 11 straight games, and they will look to make it 12-13 tomorrow, and a doubleheader right here at Joe Faber Field against the Bemidji State Beavers. Start time at 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock tomorrow. Well, Ryan Duffy started the game for St. Cloud, went 3 1/3. It was a good day. 4 hits given up, 2 runs, a couple of walks, and 6 strikeouts, but the bullpen came in and was superb. Everybody came in with a scoreless outing. Lanthier 2 2/3. Koenig with 2 innings pitched. We saw him for the first time in a month. He had 4 strikeouts. And then Winkles with an inning here to wrap up the series. So all 3 relief pitchers for St. Cloud State had a scoreless outing. Kept the Bemidji State Beavers off the board. They got their 2 runs in the bottom of the second. They took a 2-1 lead. St. Cloud responded with 2 of their own, and they really took control here late. They scored 6 runs in the final 3 innings of this one. 3 for 5 for Tate Walt, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Sam Riola, 15th home run of the year. He went 4 for 6. Couple ribbies himself. Drew Polson was also 2 for 4. Can't forget about Ethan Navrajal, 3 for 5 with an RBI. He now has 5 RBIs in his last 2 games as he picked up a couple of singles to his name. So an all-around great effort from St. Cloud State here this afternoon. Turned out to be a wonderful day in St. Cloud, Minnesota, but that's going to do it for the beginning of this series between Bemidji State and St. Cloud State. We will have a doubleheader tomorrow. The Beavers will be the home team for both of those games. Again, a 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock start. Hopefully the rain holds off a little bit tonight and we don't have to push those games back. And it should be a great doubleheader tomorrow, and St. Cloud can look to continue their winning ways. They improved to 26-10 on the year, 18-4 in conference play. Let's keep it rolling this weekend and try to pick up another weekend series sweep. Well, that's going to do it for myself, Joey Erickson, on the KVSC Sports Stream and the NSIC Network. I want to thank you for joining me here this afternoon. And for now, we'll say so long, and we'll see you tomorrow afternoon.
But I remember